Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Tailgate Talks. A little out of the ordinary because we've only done one review show before in the past, and we're going to do it again. But this one, we're going to do another one for the entire 2024, but this one is going to be Athlete Spotlight review show. Obviously going to be very long, but it's going to start with Annie Weimer and Reed Martin from our interview with them from last year. And then it's going to end with Evan Lowe that happened just a few weeks ago. So in terms of me, the me you're seeing right now, I will see you in about 3 hours. And enjoy.
Warning: there may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, my whole life I've played soccer. I started when I was like 4, and then I pretty much played every single sport that there was, obviously minus like football. And soccer was just my love, and I knew that I wanted to play collegiately. But whenever you get to high school, you realize to get to the next level how much work and effort you have to put in. And so for soccer, like I did cup soccer for 4 years. You would travel, you go to different tournaments, and you would have to perform because scouts would come and you had to play under pressure, but I loved every single second of it. And I was just fortunate enough that Gary wanted to recruit me, and I loved him as a coach. I love the university, so that's why I came here. But it's definitely a lot of hard work, but I was willing to put in the effort.
Yeah, going off what she said, I played sports a lot growing up, and started off with soccer when I was 3 years old. That's where I got a lot of my kicking abilities from.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I also played football, basketball, baseball, track, cross country, all growing up. And then once you get to high school, it gets a little harder, and everyone wants you to play year-round, and it's definitely a lot of time put into it. So when I got to high school, I just slowed down a little bit, and I wanted to focus on football. And I played baseball 1 year, but I definitely fell in love with football more, and that's what I decided what I wanted to do, because I couldn't play soccer and football anymore.
Right, yeah.
It's both the same season, so I chose football, and I'm pretty happy with my decision. I think it's all working out, and hopefully one day I can make it to the NFL or the CFL and continue punting and continue my football career.
Or the new UFL that's debuting
Yeah,
this spring.
I'm really excited about
There you
that.
go. I mean, we may know one CFL coach. I mean,
One.
maybe just one.
One really good quarterback coach.
Yeah, one quarterback coach for the
Former offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
in
for the
NFL.
2022 Grey Cup champions, Toronto Argonauts.
Also, for those of you that don't know, Reed actually broke Pat McAfee's record for the longest field goal in high school. So.
I did.
Yeah, actually.
Also, the guy that we know went to Plum. Didn't he?
Yeah, Mike Miller.
Yeah,
Mike,
Miller.
that's
Yeah,
my
he went
dad's
to Plum,
buddy.
yeah.
Yep, my dad's
Yeah,
buddy
that's
from.
Plum. Pat
Yep.
McAfee went to Plum.
That's so sick.
I mean, my first question for you, Reed, was kind of like what Alex just said, anyway. But yeah, I guess let's talk about that. What's it like breaking Pat McAfee's record? Because that's crazy. Knowing
Yeah,
where he's
it's,
at, knowing where he's at
cool.
now with his show and everything.
Yeah,
That's,
he
that's
just keeps
crazy.
getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, his record was 48 yards. I think he graduated in the early 2000s.
Something
from
like
Plum.
that, yeah.
And then Jake Chapla actually was a kicker at Plum. He beat the record first for 51 yards.
Oh, dang.
And then he ended up going to Slippery Rock. And then I came up and I tied his record for 51 yards. But we both beat Pat McAfee's record, which was pretty cool. And then I've never heard anything from him about it, which I wish he would reach out to me. And but he has seen one of our touchdowns against Franklin Regional in my junior year. We threw a reverse pass first play for a touchdown, and Huddle posted on their Instagram, and he actually commented and reacted to it. So that was pretty cool.
Moon, we had a couple guys make huddle plays at one point.
Now, was the comment something on the lines of "What a dog"?
I think it was something like "Let's go Plum," like PLUM, like. Yeah, he's just
I'm trying to
hyping up.
think. We had some huddle ones too. We made one on the huddle Instagram at one point actually.
Really?
Yeah, we were playing Mars and
Yeah, I think that's what I was on Instagram and Snapchat.
it was Ramon actually. Ramon Dean. He
Mhm.
flipped the kid. Kid was running out wide on a sweep, and he just took his knees out, and kid did a full front flip. It was the most incredible thing ever. So, moving on to the next question. Annie, this one's actually directed at you, so we're going to go to you for this one. Soccer team seems to have a really close bond. It seems like a really tight-knit group of people. You guys seem to have like really good synergy on the team. So just kind of talk about that bond and how that was formed and possibly how your coach, probably has an impact on that.
Yeah, I think coming in as a freshman, and even when I was getting recruited here, the girls that I met that were already on the team, and then the girls that are already alumni and who've already graduated, the leadership and like them being so like open and like welcome, I felt like I could be myself off the bat. And so that's how I formed my other friendships, by just being myself. And I could bond with other girls who have the same personality as me and goals and everything of the sort. And just in general, Gary always preaches that we're a family no matter what. Even if you decide to take a step back from the soccer team, or if you're just taking a break or anything of the sort, like, you're still family. Like, even the girls that are on the sideline and cheer us on, and the girls that are on the field, like, we all feel like family to one another, and everyone matters. So, and we always just try to resolve problems. I mean, we're girls, we have drama, but just making sure we communicate. But the leadership is always like so good, and just the bonds that you make in like your class too. Having like your close friend group too definitely like really helps, because you can go to them, but you can also go to the captains. And then of course Gary's such a character on and off the field. He definitely just wants the best for us. And then Jamie, she is awesome too. She's so supportive, and on the sidelines too. Like, I always go to her. And then so yeah, we're just super close, and that's also why I chose to come to Edinburgh and be on the soccer team.
It's important to have a close bond with your teammates, for sure. No doubt.
Yeah, for sure. So Reed, so this is like a question we like to ask normally. Like, I think we asked it to, it might have been Speaks, possibly. I'd have to go back and watch. But what's something that's like unique about the Edinburgh team you're on right now that maybe you didn't really have in the past, either at Plum or like even your freshman year?
I feel like something that's different about our team is everyone's mindset. Like, obviously, past 3 years, it's been a little rough, and we haven't had the best record, but I feel like we do have the team to win and beat everyone else in the PSAC. But we just have to put everything together, and everyone has to believe in themselves, put in the work every single day, and we'd be able to win games. But I feel like once we get there, and we're getting there right now, and like, we'll be a completely different team to watch. Like, I feel like every year we've been building, and every game's been getting closer. But I'm really excited for this year, for everyone to get together and play, and I feel like we'll be successful in the field.
That's a big thing when finally everyone goes from being a bunch of individuals to finally coming together as a team. That was the problem in high school that we had. Is my sophomore year we were really bad, and we didn't really graduate that many kids after that, but we completely flipped. We went from 2-8 to 8-2 in 1 year, and that's because all those individuals finally became a team and finally bonded. And there's a couple moments, I'm sure you can attest to this, being in football for a long time as well. It's kind of a goosebumps moment almost. You have that moment either at practice or in the weight room or something like that, where you're like, holy shit, this is it. This is the moment right here. Like, you're seeing in real time that moment when everyone becomes that team that you've been working for. So we're excited for you guys too. Obviously, we're not on the Edinburgh channel anymore or anything like that, but we're still excited for everybody, and that's why we continue to have you guys on regardless, because we just have fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
This actually segues pretty well. That was unintentional, but I guess that's pretty cool how that works. We were just talking about this before the show started, but talk about like the level of fun. This is another question we've asked other people as well. I think we asked Jill and Dom this question when they were on. Just like that level of fun that like when you guys get to compete in the PK competition in the summer every year, and like maybe just like the rivalry and like the intensity of that.
Oh, yeah. Sadly, we haven't won yet. That's why we got next year to play again.
This is a question for both of you as well. I didn't say that, but
yeah, we do that every single year. It's usually the last day of camp in August, and after practice, they're about to begin their practice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like, our times are we're both on the field at the same time, and we just get together and have a penalty shootout. And I think last year we actually did some extra points too.
Yeah.
With the girls trying to kick some field goals. That was fun. But definitely gets everyone hype and exciting, and everyone's hooting and hollering. It's just a great time.
Yeah. Because, like, preseason, especially, like, it's 2 weeks for them, and it was only a week for us this year. Like, it's hell, but it's so worth it, and it needs to be done. But it was actually, I was just thinking about it. Our sophomore year, I didn't shoot a PK, but he did, and he did, like, the backflip. And at the time, like, I didn't talk to Reed. Like, I really didn't know him or anything. And I was just like, you're arrogant. Like you're kidding me? Like, are you serious? And then I took one this year, and I made it, and then he made it too. But we didn't go, like, against each other, though. We didn't correlate that or anything.
There's something about them being on the field at the same time, because we never
Yeah.
did the PK stuff in high school, but we would always mess with each other while we were on the field.
Yeah.
Soccer balls, there would always be at least 5 soccer balls that would make their way to our side of the field, and we would just kick them as
Yeah.
far
As
as
far
we
as you
could
can,
every single time.
And
Every single
especially
time.
on, like, our, like, TikTok. Kaylee runs it, actually, and she's so funny. But he got so many likes and views, and, like, our celebrations for us and, like, them too. Like, it's so funny.
Oh,
like,
trust me, we have consulted Kaylee very
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
closely on the insights and the info on how to run a good TikTok. So
Yeah.
Check out our
more TikTok content coming soon from Tailgate Talks.
yeah. Watch the one of us imitating NFL quarterbacks.
That was funny. That was a good one. All right, what question?
But
are we on to next? I was gonna say, is it your question?
and who knows? We might shoot a vlog and do another PK competition when it gets warmer.
Yeah. Who knows?
Stay tuned. Yeah. So the next one's for you, Reed. You see all the accomplishments. You get the recognition on Instagram. Do you put really much attention to all this attention you'll get because of these accomplishments?
No, not really. Like, it's obviously nice to get them, and, like, that your hard work pays off and you feel achieved, but usually they come when the season's over and, like, you're already moving on to the next season, workouts and everything, so it's kind of, you put it behind you quick, but it feels good to receive all those accomplishments.
Yeah, for sure. You heard me in the beginning of the show reading it down. It's a lot of accomplishments. It's definitely really impressive. You got the next question?
Yeah, is it the one that we were just
Yeah.
discussing off camera?
Yeah,
while I was on them?
we're very prepared. We're very prepared.
So I do want to double check this number, Annie, because I do not trust our bio source whatsoever. Is that number correct? The 83 minutes in one game against Gannon, or is that?
No, well, like, I've played, like, all, like, 90 minutes against, like, Gannon.
So I think that was just for that year then.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Okay.
bio. Way to go.
Yeah, but I'm
Fantastic.
grateful for whatever they give me. But
Yeah. So anyway, the question is based on that. You can go off of whichever one because there's more times than that, I'm sure. But just like what it's like being on the field for that long in one game and how you like get yourself through it, how you stay composed, how you don't like let yourself give out, anything like that.
Well, I think just over the years doing it so much.
Yeah.
Obviously, never take it for granted. Your spot can always be taken, but doing it so many, like, repetition, your anxiety and your confidence, like, your anxiety goes down, but your confidence goes up.
Definitely.
But just like, every single person on the field has, like, a different role, like forwards, score, midfield, making sure you track back, making sure you contribute to forwards, and then defense, not letting it score, and obviously, like, goalies too, like, they have such a big role in communication and stopping goals and everything of the sort. So just focusing on myself at times and making sure that I'm doing my duty, but also at the same time that I'm contributing to helping others, communicating with them, and as, like, a defensive midfield, like, my job is to, like, pass the ball up, making sure I'm tracking back. So I'm just making sure that my job is done and that I'm doing what's asked of me and remembering, like, the pinpoints that Jamie and Gary give me before the game. Yeah.
All right, so the next 2 questions before rapid fire are for the both of you. It's kind of a question, again, we do have a lot of repeats, but it's like it's good to get like different viewpoints on.
Yeah,
this.
there's a couple questions that we ask everybody that we get on here for sure.
And this is like my favorite one because like if there's anybody that sees Tailgate Talks or sees Athlete Spotlight and they're coming in for their freshman year and they might be a little nervous. Obviously, I mean, you guys probably felt it freshman year
Yeah.
coming
sure.
in first. So so what's some advice you can give incoming freshmen these next few years when they come in for their first year?
I think the biggest thing is you always have to believe in yourself and your abilities in the classroom, and like if you play college sports. In the classroom, you definitely got to take everything seriously. Try and figure out what you want to do with your life and take those classes so that you don't fall behind. But it's a lot of fun, and if you just relax a little bit and enjoy your time, enjoy going to class, enjoy going to practices and workouts and stuff, you'll have the time of your life. Like, I'm living life right now, playing football, going to class, seeing all the people I love every day. I couldn't ask for anything more.
If you ever have any doubts about your major, join sports management. We'll take you in. We got you.
Going off of what Reed said, I think establishing before you come in as a freshman to tell yourself that your sport doesn't define you. I know I get caught up in it and basing my self-worth on minutes, accolades that you get, stats, all of that. It's it can be overwhelming and very like pressure fulfilled, but just establishing that ground, but also at the same time pushing yourself and wanting the best for you and especially your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, I mean, even though, I mean, we're talking high school versus college, I mean, that's something like I wish, like I had in high school, like a bunch of videos, like of other people saying advice for the sport that I'm going into. So yeah, it's definitely one of those questions that we make sure we ask every
ask
time.
this one
And
every time.
I think just also being present, like I know it sounds silly and cliche, but I'm already a junior, and when I was a freshman, I was like, oh, I'm never going to get to this point, you know, like it's going to take forever, but it goes by so fast. So like as Reed said, enjoy going to practice, enjoy putting in the work in games and all of it.
Yeah, you really got to be your biggest fan too, because like obviously you'll have the people that are important to you in your life that are going to support you and be there for you. But at the end of the day, it's going to be you over everybody else in terms of who's there all the time.
Yeah.
So, life advice 101 with the Tailgate Talks crew.
Always count on yourself.
Absolutely.
There we go. All right, last question before, even though I do have that last question after rapid fire, but before rapid fire, just real quick, what's something you guys want to see the team accomplish these next few years, even like maybe years like after you guys are gone and everything?
Like I said, our past few years haven't been that great, and I think the first step is to make the playoffs this year is the next step and what I would like to see. Obviously, the goal is to win a PSAC championship and keep moving on in the playoffs, but we'll see how it goes. Put in the work, put in the time, listen to your coaches, work together with your teammates, and I feel like anything could be done. We have the people to do it, and
definitely got the guys. No doubt about that.
And I believe we can do it, and I would love to see Edinburgh win a playoff game and go to the PSAC championship. If I'm here or not here in years to come, that'd just be great to watch.
It would be.
I think for me, it's always been preached, but always beat Gannon. That's one thing that I want, especially for Edinburgh women's soccer. I've never won against Gannon since I've been here, since I've been playing as a freshman. We have
tough.
tied, but we're 100% capable of it. We're just as good as a team, bond, skill-wise, everything. But obviously winning a PSAC championship, but just definitely winning against Gannon, going to playoffs.
That's a big moment. My freshman year of high school was the first time we'd beaten West A in football in 11 years.
That's hype.
11.
Oh, yeah.
Went 3-1 against them when I was in high school. Just saying.
Wow.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
There you go. All right. This is our favorite thing to do.
The least fast rapid fire segment on the internet.
Yes, rapid fire. So there's actually a couple of these. Well, actually, no. There's only like one for the both of you where it's just like specifically for Annie and then specifically for Reed.
Yeah, and then all the other ones you both
and
answer.
and if you watch the show, everybody knows about the last question. And
everybody does know about the last question. And we are asking it again.
And yes, it's the last question.
Every time.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure Reed and Annie were prepared.
I think so.
So this won't be another like Jill and Dom thing where
Dom was
for Dom it
over
takes
that one
took
for a minute.
No, my favorite part of that before I start, my favorite part of that was he was like, well, you should have just told me in the beginning to give me a little hint or whatever.
That's the point, dude.
Yeah, it's the point.
Supposed to be surprised.
It's a blindside, so thank Kaylee for that, for giving me the idea. All right, so first one. Now, we have asked this one before, but I kind of tweaked it a little bit. So what's your favorite sport to watch? And you can't pick football, and you can't pick soccer.
Hockey.
Yes.
By a landslide. Hockey is
Yeah,
one of my favorite sports to watch,
absolutely.
especially in person. It's just, it's great.
Football.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
There we
go.
go. There we go. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Yes.
Yes.
But Dr. Pepper specifically.
Root beer.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
No.
Favorite food?
Steak and chips.
Buffalo wings. And french fries.
Favorite vacation spot?
Florida. I have family there. I always go there every year.
Yeah, Florida.
Everyone from Pittsburgh has family in Florida.
Go-to pregame song?
Anything gonna.
Real.
Pre-game what?
Pre-game song.
Song?
Yeah, we said that
Anything
same
Lil
time,
Uzi. I
Yeah.
listen to.
Oh, there you go.
I listen to him all day long.
Favorite TV show of all time?
This one hangs people.
Grey's Anatomy.
TV show. I'm not the biggest TV guy, but I like a lot of the No Surprise football documentaries on
Yeah.
Netflix with
Okay.
Swamp in Florida.
That
and
was a good one. The swamp
Yeah.
one was really good.
I really enjoyed that one. That might be one of my favorites. But I really, what else was there?
Quarterback?
Oh yeah, that one was good.
Quarterback
I
was
liked
really
watching
good.
the quarterback ones. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I will say though
Fergie,
about
baby.
that, real quick, I will say, Brittany Mahomes did get a lot of hate before
I
that
started
came out.
liking her a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when her
I started to
quarterback
gain
came
a
out.
little. Yeah, I started
She
to
was
gain a little.
actually a collegiate soccer player too.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
forget where
Yeah,
she played.
respect. Yep.
So was Kenny Pickett's wife,
Wow.
Princeton.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'll say, yeah, I'll say, yeah, and I'll say this, like, I can respect anyone that's competitive and cares about her family. Like, I can respect that, and that's what she does.
Yeah.
Though, can she be a little annoying?
Sometimes.
Sure, but like when
You're being real generous by a little.
But when your husband, let's be real, if your husband's Patrick Mahomes,
Yep.
it's a little fair. It's a
It's
little
kind of
fair.
hard to relax.
Yeah. All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Can I say like a series?
Sure.
The Twilight series.
Mine has to be Spider-Man or Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so this one's specifically for Annie. So, ball's down the field, away from you. What's going through your head?
Stay down there. Score.
Yeah.
I don't want it back in my end because I just got it out of my end for you to
What
score.
was Kaylee's response? Please score.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
Please score.
Like, please just score.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and just ask Reed's since it's the that
next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Reed, you're the offensive coordinator.
I love this question.
One play left. First and goal on the 5. What's the play?
First and goal.
First and goal, I'm running the ball right down the middle.
Damn.
I like that.
All right.
You got 4 plays to run 5 yards, I'm going right down the
I
gut.
like
Okay.
that.
But
Okay.
I feel like if it was third down, I might be throwing a flat or slant, something quick. Try and get the
You
ball.
gonna play action off of it, or are you just gonna go straight drop?
I'm just going straight drop.
Yeah. Okay. I like
Try
that.
and get the ball in the quarterback's hand quick.
This one's gonna be interesting. Between the two of you, who's the better driver?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, princess, passenger all the way.
There we go.
all
I'll
the
take
way.
it. I like
The
that.
first time we've gotten an
Okay.
immediate answer that's unanimous. Is it time?
Oh,
Oh, no,
another
it's not.
interesting one. Another interesting one. If you guys warmed up right now. Oh, and if it's a little warmer. It's a little warmer. And you had a foot race. Who would win?
Read.
There
But
we go. You don't even have to say
take
anything.
I'm being honest, but I'm definitely gonna give it my best shot, and I'm gonna
She's
give
We'll
have to
him
do it.
run for his money, but
Let the race.
probably.
That'll be
Who's
on the vlog,
faster?
too.
There you go. There you go.
Who did Spieg say he could beat in a race?
I can't
I
remember.
think he said Jack Hollabaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Here's the question.
Annie. Favorite Edinburgh women's soccer player. Reed. Favorite Edinburgh football player.
Mine has to be Gage Gillespie. We've been best friends since I came up here.
Hampton kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whippeal. Beat him in high school. 20-7.
You're outnumbered by the Whippeal gang today.
20-7 if you forgot, by the way. But
Ooh.
yeah, we pretty much do everything together since I got here. We've been roommates every single year, and I could say that he's been my best friend up here for a couple years now.
And I would have to go with Gabby Ellsworth. We call
That's
her
a name.
Texas, but I think she's one of the most, and I really do mean this, but one of the most humble, kind individuals I've ever met. And she always wants the best for me and always cheers me on, no matter what. We do kind of play like the same position, but she's always cheering me on. Everyone. She's one of my biggest support systems on the team, and I absolutely love her. Yeah.
There we go. That one didn't take 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, which is perfect. We're rolling right up on our.
But
on
I
our
do
time.
have. But I did add one more question.
Oh, you had one more?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So
Ask away.
if anybody knows me, I'm a big wrestling fan, and there's this podcast I listen to that had this one question that I actually really liked, and I've been wanting to add this to Athlete Spotlight, so I'll add it here today. So.
That's a good question. So I actually tore my ACL my senior year of high school. Had to sit majority of the season, and that in itself is just the rehabilitation for that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time you have to put in and just retraining your body, just kind of how to get back to what it used to be. And then on top of that, the transition from high school athletics to college, it's a pretty big jump that a lot of people, especially if you're a competitive, good high school player, I don't think a lot of people see that or foresee that coming, but everybody's good in college, so
Yep.
you really have to put in a lot of extra time and effort to separate yourself from the majority.
Yeah, there's a lot of high school athletes in this country. It gets narrowed down greatly from high school to college, obviously, and then even more if you go pro. So this is kind of a question that we've asked. Obviously, it's important with every sport, but kind of speak to the specifics of how important it is to have really good team chemistry in basketball.
It's everything. If you get along with your teammates and trust each other off the court, it just comes way easier on the court. Not saying you can't have good teams that don't really necessarily get along off the court, but I think that's definitely an element that makes teams great. So yeah, team chemistry is a big thing, and I think our team this year, we really have a great thing going. We all care about each other off the court, and it definitely translates to on the court.
Definitely.
Yeah, and to add on to kind of part of this question, I also feel like with the chemistry part, I mean, in basketball especially, subs come in and out constantly.
Yeah,
So,
that is true.
so it's like one of those things, we'll see if you agree, like you got to pay attention who's coming in, who's coming out,
Yeah.
even if like you're still in, because it's like, okay, this person's in, so all right, so they can do this, and all right, we're good, and let's go. So yeah, I feel like in that part too, for at least basketball, chemistry can, I mean football too, because people come in and out too, so.
Yeah, it's not as much though. I would say that the two hardest sports of that are probably basketball and hockey.
Yeah.
In terms of people constantly subbing, lines
Yeah.
rotating.
You have to have
shifts.
good communication
Yeah.
and
Still trying to shout out plays on the court while people are subbing in, trying to make sure that everyone hears it. So that's definitely a big thing, and I will now sit here patiently until Nathaniel scrolls down the teleprompter. to see the next question.
No, I remember that. I know. I remember the third question. I remember the third question. So yeah. So I like how it just says in
Yeah,
first
I like it.
question. But yeah. So we like to ask this question. It's probably the most generic question we have, but the reason we do this is because we like to get as many viewpoints for as many people if they tune into our show. So yeah. So what's some advice you could give incoming freshmen for their first year?
on court or just in general?
Yeah. Just in general.
Time management, especially being an athlete, you have to manage when you can do your homework, like class times, and just also like self-care. I think that's a big thing. When you get to college, you have all this free time, and you got to remember to like make time for yourself and do the things you enjoy. And mental health's a big thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
We just recorded an episode of Going for Gold about mental health.
It'll be out
If you
this
wanna go
Friday.
check out
Nice.
Going for Gold with Mike Kozminski on Spotify, and I don't know if you have it anywhere else.
No, just Spotify.
Shout out to the plug.
But also like, I feel like, and we'll see if you agree with this too. I feel like sometimes maybe people are just afraid to ask for advice.
Yeah.
In general, like on the first day, they just and I get it. New school, new team.
Yeah, right.
It's terrifying. I'm sure you probably felt that when you came
Yeah.
in first. Like, well, what do you say to like people for that coming in for like the first practice of if they're just too nervous to like approach you for advice or approach whoever on the team?
I would just say, just know yourself, be confident, and know that you're on this team and you're in this position for a reason, and just believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's the most important thing with anything is just believing in yourself. So I
Yeah,
could definitely
absolutely.
agree with that. Yeah.
So, talked about this on the Critical Eye with Isaac Petcash, Erie News Now.
Check the links out
Plug
there.
that as
Check
well.
It out.
Shout out to Isaac and Erie News Now for having us on. We talked about this because we were talking about PSAC basketball when we were on there very briefly. Record-wise, in terms of standings and everything like that, you guys have a pretty good chance right now to make the playoffs. Even in position to potentially, get hot and finish top of the division even. So, how much? And this could be a you thing and a team thing as well. How much of your mind is on just every day getting better, but also is it kind of difficult to like not look at that and kind of think, oh, we're in like a, this is a big spot to be in right now. Like we could potentially, we can't mess up or like we're gonna fall out of this spot.
Definitely a combination of both. Our coach always tells us this is an opportunity. This game is an opportunity to advance ourselves. Every day we're given a new opportunity to just get better and put ourselves in a better position for the end of the year. And I think that's just what we're doing. We're coming in every day, going hard, and it's easy to get complacent, especially at this point in the season. But I don't think we've got complacent, and we're just chipping away day by day, game by game.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know what in God's name is happening.
Forgot my notebook, so Nathaniel brought it to me.
Yeah, it's a big thing. I think a lot of coaches will do that kind of. Have that conversation with their players. I know we did that in high school and football all the time. Every game's a playoff game. You're fighting for your ability to continue to play into the postseason and continue to prove yourself and ultimately try to win a championship. So I imagine that at this point in the season, it's definitely a focal point for you guys. And we're all excited, really excited to see how it goes. So
Yeah, very, very excited. But yeah, Nathan, you can go ahead and go back to the wide. Before we go on to rapid fire, D10 gang, bitch.
Yeah.
And guess what? When we do Easton's interview, D10 gang,
gang.
bitch.
Look at the
And
thing.
guess who's running the switcher? D10 gang, bitch.
God.
All right, that's the last time I say.
Shout out to all my Whippeal boys on the football team, by the way.
Yeah, that's the last time I'll say bitch because we need to make money and tone down the swearing. So.
Yeah.
But
Your fault.
yeah, okay. So rapid fire.
Oh
So
gosh.
12 questions, quick.
Okay.
Let the viewers know.
I feel
a
like
little
I'm
bit
on
about
Family Feud right now.
yourself. There we go. Oh, that's something we should do on the show. Just use the green screen and.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
Family
that would be
Feud.
fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah. So 11 questions,
shaking his
and
head.
if you watch Tailgate Talks, everybody knows what the 12th question is.
Oh, God, we haven't done this in a while.
So
excited.
go ahead. Go ahead and get myself comfortable here. But all right. Favorite sport to watch other than basketball?
Baseball.
Oh,
Interesting.
yes. Pepsi or Coke?
Coat.
Yes.
Favorite food?
Crab legs.
Interesting
Ooh.
one.
If I can
Same.
afford it.
Yeah. That's what's up. Favorite vacation spot?
Tennessee, Smoky Mountains is like my favorite.
I've been there as well. Yep. Go-to pregame song?
I don't know. I have like a couple different playlists depending on my vibe, but
Yeah.
that's a hard one. I don't know if I can answer that.
Favorite TV show?
Game of Thrones. By far.
Favorite movie? And I mean by like favorite movie of all time.
I don't know. I anything in the Hunger Games. I really love those movies
They're good
and
movies.
books.
What do you like to watch more, NBA or college basketball?
College for sure.
LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
Okay, I have one from the top of my head I just came up with right now,
Okay.
so we're gonna add an extra one. Top 3 NBA players of all time.
Oh, snap. On the spot.
You gotta go Bron, Kobe, Jordan. No, not ranked. Just
No specific order.
yeah,
on
no
those three.
specific order.
And now Alex knows what I'm about to say. You can only keep one in history. You have to erase 2 of those. Who you gonna erase?
You can only keep one of them. We've done this a couple times.
I feel like it's disrespectful to get rid of Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This isn't even the blindside question.
No,
You know
this isn't even the meanest one.
I guess we will erase.
That is tough. LeBron, Kobe, or oh.
Yeah, that's like
Even I'm thinking
making
about
my
that, like,
stomach
oh.
hurt to answer that one. I don't know. I guess LeBron, because Jordan just did so much for the game, like at an early phase of basketball, I would say, but I really can't answer that fully. That's hard.
That's why I didn't write it down, and it came it came to me on the spot. But okay, back on track here. Favorite basketball moment of your career?
Ooh, high school or college? Like
Either
any?
either one, yeah.
I would say probably high school. I had a game winner my sophomore year.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was an and-one game winner. We beat West Middlesex. I was at Kennedy Catholic at the time, but it was a big region game. And yeah, I'll never forget that one.
All right, I'm gonna see what you say for this next one. It's not the blind side yet, and I know I have a feeling of what you're gonna say. Greenville or Reynolds?
Greenville.
What's up?
For sure.
Screw you, Reynolds.
I have ties in Greenville.
I wanted to do
so
that. Shout out Joe Bat. Shout out Mike.
shout out
Blaney,
Joe, Mike,
Kincaid.
Tyler. Those are my guys.
Yes. All right. Blind side.
Here we go.
And this is where Easton actually has the advantage because he gets to hear the blind side. So here we go. Favorite Edinburgh women's basketball player, and it can't be yourself. You can only pick one.
Current.
On your team.
Current. Oh.
Favorite teammate.
Favorite teammate.
Favorite teammate.
Yep. Favorite teammate.
Jeez.
I love this question.
I love this question too. Even Easton's like, he doesn't.
At least
You
he
got
gets
time
some
to
time
think,
to
at
think
least.
about
Yeah,
it.
You got time. You got time.
Oh my goodness. I have to go with my roommate Morgan Gentile, number 21. Me and her, like, we're very close. A lot of people say we're like twins, very similar people. So I would have to say her. Have a lot of fun playing with her.
I love this question.
It's so funny every time.
It took Dom Kaiser like 5 minutes to answer it.
Oh yeah, Dom took his time. He really mulled over that question.
I'd say it took Jill a little bit of less time though in that.
We've had some pretty quick responses. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We've had some people that are like, oh, that person.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And then Dom right away was like, I want to apologize to my teammates.
Yeah, like
I love all
it's
of you.
hard. I have my own special relationship with all of them, but
Which, by the way, I like how we asked a chemistry question and then the blindside question is that.
right.
But yeah, so all right, so our actual last question, which we like to add this in so we can end on a good note and not the blind side. What are 3 things you are grateful for?
3 things I'm grateful for.
So we're just gonna go ahead and ignore that cut because there might have been some mic issues. So all right, last question.
Shocker.
What are 3 things you are grateful for?
My relationship with God, wouldn't be here without it. My family and my support system, and the game of basketball for everything it's given me and all the places it's taken me, the people I've met through it.
Well, we could be here all day talking about the sacrifices my dad made for me. I mean, he coached my high school team every night in the gym, getting shots up, rebounding. He He was one-man shooting machine, but like I said, a lot of time he put into me. Appreciate it every day, and then the time you got to put in is just, you know what I mean, just 10,000. We talk about a lot. 10,000 hours is a good one. I like to live by 10,000 hours. You become a master at whatever you do. So
Yeah, right.
try to get those 10,000 hours in.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we're gonna wait until Nathaniel scrolls down on the teleprompter. Oh, Jillian's doing it.
Jeez,
I didn't even see her there. I didn't even. Yeah.
Me and G were both doing it. We were working on it.
There we go. Alex got the
I
next.
like this question.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Second questions to Alex. I love this question.
This is a
too.
good question. I like this one. So obviously, basketball is a super high-speed sport. You don't really stop a whole lot. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of energy. A lot of things going on at one time that you're thinking of. How do you manage to just keep your cool whenever a ref is making calls that you're not really a fan of?
Well, that's a good question, but I mean, you try not to dwell on the calls the refs make. The more you chatter, the more you kind of get at them a little bit, the less calls you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So you just gotta kind of move on, stay with the rhythm of the game, keep in rhythm, not try to do too much about gotta control what you can control.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Keep it in, quite literally keep the ball in your court, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, was trying to relay a message to Nathaniel in the back. I'll send it in a second. But yeah. So you heard us while we had Jillian on, and we're gonna repeat it again here. The advice, the good old advice question. Everybody knows we like to ask that here on the show to get different viewpoints from everybody. But yeah, what is some advice you would give incoming freshmen coming in for the first year?
Pretty much the same thing Jill said. I mean, like, basketball, it's a mental battle. No matter what you're doing, you just got to stay confident, trust your training. If you're a shooter, you shoot it. If you get to the hole, you get to the hole. You got to do what you're best at. Stay confident. Just trust your training. No matter who's out there, it's a new level for everybody, but especially the freshmen, like you said, coming in. But yeah, just got to trust what you do. Put your time in, reap the benefits.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think every athlete we've interviewed so far, and Coach Nolf himself as well.
Yeah, you call him
when
an athlete this time.
When that comes out, say the confidence is everything. Having confidence in yourself and everything like that.
Absolutely.
So, kind of sticking on the same kind of subject. Mike was asking you about advice for the young guys that are coming out and the young, athletes that are coming here. You have a lot of time left as well. You have a good bit of eligibility left.
2 years
in your
after
athletic
this
career, obviously. So, what is kind of like your ultimate goal? Like, what do you want to see the team do while you're here? What do you want to accomplish yourself? And then even if you want to go, past the end of your tenure, what do you want to see this team accomplish?
Obviously, just wanna for me, personal one for me, make it to the PSAC playoffs. Haven't had a chance to make that. Trying to get it done this year, and then just ultimately that PSAC title, man. You want to bring it home. You know what I mean? Play in the national tournament. That's all you can ask for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in sports, I mean, that should be like the
that
thing.
hardware.
That's
what you want right
it's
there.
what matters as a champion.
Every day, that's what you're trying to get. Every day you put the time in, that's what you're trying to do. So that's what you want. That's what you want to get at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which, by the way, we're glad you came on, and the basketball team's cool with us after we didn't pick you guys on the critical eye to.
Oh no, I don't think anybody's really worried about it. I think we're all cool. We're all borough. We're one community here.
We are.
So we're all good to go.
Of course, we hope. You guys can make it to the playoffs eventually.
Absolutely.
But
we did at least effectively eliminate Mercyhurst.
Yeah, we did take Mercyhurst out. We took Mercyhurst out. Yep.
I think I said something along the lines of, I definitely think that you guys are in a spot to definitely squeeze in.
Yeah, we can definitely sneak into that back door. We gotta handle the teams we need to beat. We gotta get Mercyhurst again, and then we need to get somebody in that top 4. I think we can do it. I think we're very capable.
Those conference wins are always ever so important when it comes to getting up there. So
always.
Yeah, which I mean, we talked before we started shooting. Like something's there. It's just figuring out.
Yep, we just gotta play 40 minutes. I feel like we haven't played 40 minutes yet, and when we do, I think we're a dangerous team. I think we can beat anybody. We played Slippery Rock tight.
Yeah.
We played IUP decently tight, and I don't even think we even played well against IUP. So.
Well, there you go.
But all right, here we go.
Speed round here.
Yep, rapid fire.
Let me sit up. Let me lock in.
Get yourself ready.
But okay, everybody, I don't need to explain the rapid fire. I've explained it so many times. I don't even know why I explain it anymore, honestly. But all right, here we go. Favorite sport to watch other than basketball?
I'm probably gonna have to go baseball.
Oh,
Baseball answers.
there we go. There we go. Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi,
Coffee or tea?
coffee,
Favorite food?
sushi.
Ooh, I
okay.
just became a sushi guy this past summer, yeah.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie, it's good stuff.
It is good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's a fact.
Favorite vacation spot?
I don't even take vacations like that, but probably somewhere like Hawaii. I think that would be sweet.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Go-to pregame song?
Pre-game, Johnny P's Caddy. A lot of people don't know about that one. That's a little
Ooh.
J. Cole feature. It's a nice
Ooh,
one. You guys need to tap
interesting.
in. That's a good one.
All right. Favorite TV show of all time?
Of all time, I don't know how many people, if you guys ever watched it, but Naruto's a good one.
All right, all right.
okay.
Slide that one in there.
All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Movie, Space Jam, definitely.
Oh,
Space Jam, that's
Little
solid.
kid, I had that stuff
There
on
we go.
repeat in the VCR. Just push it right back
Yep,
in.
right
we
back.
go, there we
Every
go.
time.
LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron, no question.
And I won't ask you
No question.
the favorite.
I'm not
favorite-
erasing LeBron. I can tell you that much.
I mean, if you want to name your 3 NBA players and do that, it's up to you.
I'll go in order. I'll go Bron, Mike,
Just trying to be careful.
Kareem.
Ooh.
All right, then who are you gonna?
Gotta get Kareem out of here.
I mean, wait, you already said you're not gonna erase LeBron.
Yeah. And I wasn't gonna race Kobe either. That's why I didn't even put him in. I wasn't gonna race
Yeah,
Kobe. So.
I was gonna say probably shouldn't.
had to. Kareem was was on the chopping block from the beginning.
There we go. All right. 4 seconds left. Your
Okay.
ball. A bucket wins the game. You're on your side of the court.
Okay.
What's the play? And who are you giving the ball to on the team? Say you're
Definitely.
the coach. Say you're the coach and you're not in the game, and
Not me.
we'll say you're the coach.
I'm the coach. I'm not
And-
in the game.
Yeah, you're not in the game, and then the 5 of your teammates that are in the game.
Oh, I'm picking dudes from Borough. Okay. I'm probably gonna go. How many were we down?
You said a bucket wins the game,
yeah, a
right?
bucket
So
wins
down
the game?
two.
Yeah, bucket wins the game.
We're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna go tandem, quickie go, get it to the right wing, rip, get downhill, make something happen, pass it, lay it in. I'm confident our guys get into the cup, so
There you
Try
go.
and put one deep.
There we go.
definitely.
All right. Worst charge you've ever taken?
Worst charge I've ever
Because
taken.
I swear to God, I was at the game on Monday. I swear to God, you were on the floor like 5 times.
I've taken a few. Worst charge I've ever taken. There's some pretty big bodies out there. Usually, if you take enough charges, you kind of figure it out a little bit, right? Like, kind of take it. Doesn't hurt too bad. You
Know how
fall
to fall,
correctly.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was a block, actually. But this year, I took one against Tiffin, and I was late in the lane, and I kind of slid, and it was a block. But I got hit by a train. I got hit so hard. Whenever I was sliding, my feet were in the air whenever I took it, so I just got upended, and I just, boom, back, head. It was bad. I got killed. And it was a block. He was shooting free throws. It was horrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't even a charge. That's the worst part.
Oh,
It
that
was a
was gonna be
block.
my next question.
He was shooting free throws, and I was
yeah.
sitting there holding my back.
Yeah, I was gonna add on to that. I was like, was there any charges you took that hurt that didn't even get called?
Yeah,
But
it was
you just
definitely
didn't
that
figure it
one.
out?
That was
That's
bad.
tough.
Oh God. Well, it's about to get tougher here in a second. So, blindside question. You know what it is. Favorite men's Edinburgh basketball player that's not
Teammate.
yourself.
Put me on the hot seat.
Yeah.
There'll be some questions in the locker room about this afterwards, but
Not trying to cause any problems.
no,
it's just a funny question.
I'm gonna have to go with my guy JJ Eubank. You know, he's helped me out a lot footwork wise. We do similar stuff. Obviously, always shooting the ball. He's trying to. The way he was in high school, he was always that shooter running off screens. In high school, I wasn't. I was a point guard. I had the ball in my hand a lot. So, going from this college transition to being the dude that's always running off the screens and always shooting the threes,
Yeah.
off staggers and stuff, like I'm just not used to playing like that. And he's done a really good job helping me. He's like, just slow down, play with pace without the ball, read your defender, see what he's doing behind the screen. Maybe you can get a stop behind. So he's really helped me out with that. So I'll probably definitely go JJ.
There you go.
Again, I love this question.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
The athletes we have
It's
on.
a good one for you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say the athletes don't like
Not
it.
for the people you're asking.
Oh man, but yeah. So the question we always like to end on is the question of the 3 things that you are grateful for in your life. So that is the next question, and the last question we're gonna ask you today.
3 things in my life I'm grateful for. We'll go with the layup, obviously family. Can't get anywhere without them, especially like I said, the sacrifices my father made, and my mom made the sacrifices too. You know what I mean? Just Dad coached a lot of basketball, wasn't around a lot. You know what I mean? Mom had to take the back seat, but had to hold it down at home, stuff like that. So definitely family. 2, I'd have to say my beautiful girlfriend, Kira. She supports me a lot. You know what I mean? Every day at the games, so much support. Couldn't ask for a better girl. And then I'll have to say Derek Cook, DC, assistant coach. Man, me and him, we go through it. He's just like, he's the shooting machine, man. He's here every morning. Before I got here, I was with him every morning. Yeah, I mean, he's my guy. He really grinds it out with me, and I appreciate everything he does for me. So definitely Derek Cook. It's a great one.
For those of you that don't know, he actually has DC on his nameplate outside of his office and everything.
He's the man. He's the man.
There we go. But
in high school, I did not take track very seriously because it was my off sport because I did swimming, so it was kind of just like for fun, and then I actually took it seriously in my junior and senior year of high school. So like, I guess back then I really didn't know what I was doing like lifting wise, or I guess like speed drills or stuff like that. But like, especially very recently, I know a lot more about lifting. I do speed drills every week. I stretch before bed. I used to not do that at all. I try to get into the pool every so often. I eat a lot better and I sleep. I did not get any sleep in high school.
sleep is important.
Sleep is very important.
Important. Bed.
That's pretty much it. That's the only difference.
So this is one of the questions we always like to ask when we did Athlete Spotlight. But so, and it's a really good, and I like this question a lot. But so, was your expectations different from reality when you transitioned from high school to college?
Yeah. So in high school, we were very spoiled. We had track coaches for everything, like every jumping event, every throwing event. Every sprinting event.
I went to a big school and we didn't even have that.
Because I had my own long sprint coach, like specifically like 400-meter coach, and then I came to college.
Jesus.
And I mean, last year we had a multi-coach who was able to coach like pretty much everything, but like sprints were kind of lacking in my opinion, because sometimes it was kind of like she kind of forgot about sprints and we were just kind of over there. And like this year, for the fall, I was pretty much coaching myself, and like we were all like just doing our own thing pretty much based off of last year. So I guess I expected college to have to still have my little like individual like coach for my event, which was not accurate at all. I've even come to learn after like asking or like talking to all of my college friends that ran in high school with me, that they don't have that experience either. Or like, they're like, yeah, we were so spoiled. Like our sprint coach in high school was so much better than what they have now in college, which I guess is kind of a common theme since I came from a pretty good.
I was gonna say, what high school did you go to again?
Norwin.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Our football team's terrible.
Yeah, you guys.
Let's just ignore that.
Their stadium is used for games that they don't play in.
Pretty decent hockey team, though, right?
Yeah, Norwin hockey.
Pretty decent hockey team.
Moon hockey still thrashed them.
I thrashed on Moon hockey, so.
Hey, PIHL state championship, Norwin, it was like 6-1.
The only reason I didn't win the PIHL state championship was because I didn't play in the PIHL.
Oh yeah, you didn't play in. Yeah.
I played in Cleveland, but we'd make some trips down to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Just for a little tune-up game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got so pissed. Depending on what year, that's fair actually.
If it was before like 2019, then that's false. But if it was after that, then yeah.
He brought facts.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is my senior year, our hockey team averaged like 30 penalty minutes per game.
I'm just saying I've never gone to Pittsburgh to play hockey and lost. I'm just saying.
Shots fired.
I mean, reflects right now.
That's an exception.
Reflects
that's
right
an
now.
exception.
Next question.
Anyways.
Oh, I haven't even read my questions actually, because I was getting batteries.
Good thing you only got one.
Yeah. So obviously you're an accomplished athlete already. You've done some great things. Is there anything else on top of what you've already done that you would like to do, like defend title or, continue legacy, anything like that?
I would like to defend my title, obviously. There are some people that are graduating, like Caroline Mastria, who I've found a lot of inspiration from, since I kind of really don't have anyone to run with during practice. So I don't know. I would like to beat her during outdoor. And then last year, for outdoor PSACs, I got third again. So it's I would like to either place second or first, because I don't really know how everything's gonna go, since there haven't been a lot of outdoor meets yet. But I would like to try to win, or I don't know. I have a goal time in mind that I'm not gonna. I was gonna say it for a second, but it's secret, just in case.
Secret.
Top secret.
Top secret. Top secret.
Just
You
in
at
case.
least got to tell us after, because we're gonna be curious.
Okay, after.
We're gonna get the scoops that we're not gonna release.
After we totally turn the cameras off.
Yeah.
By my senior year, I would like to place or do something in the 200, or
Yeah,
maybe the 8.
There
I'm
you
not a
go.
200 meter runner, so maybe I'll pick up the 800 outside.
Ew. Oof. Terrible.
Hey, but no, Alex, you wanna know what's funny? She finished her story before Cody. Joe.
I might finish my story before Cody Rhodes.
I can't say what yet, but I might finish my story before Cody. Okay, at that point, it's just sad if I do. But yeah, oh God, that's funny. All right, Dom. You got a last one before.
Okay. All right, last question. So, you won all region. You won the 400 in the PSAC. Talk about your mindset and how hard you had to work leading up to that event.
So funny story. I did not think I was going to do well at PSACs. So it's a 200 meter track, and I've had terrible races on a 200 meter track, because if somebody gets to the cut before me, they are in control of the whole race, and then I just don't know how to get around that because of inexperience. I am not skilled. But basically, I wanted to break the school record the meet before that, because then I thought that was my last chance. And so pretty much everything during the season led up to Spire instead of PSACs, and then I just ended up doing really well at PSACs because of the work that I had put in to set to that one goal that I set early on in the season. It took a lot of okay, what am I really bad at? AKA sprinting. I'm a long sprinter, but my sprint mechanic is not great, to be honest. Because I have a lot of speed endurance that I gained, I think, from swimming. And
Probably, yeah.
So I had a lot of base for that, but I didn't have too much with short sprints. So I do a lot of research and talking to my high school coaches as to what I should do and how should I plan everything, and then eat properly, go to bed at a proper time, back at it again.
The definition of eating properly before a meet for a sprinter and a thrower are not the same thing.
I would get so jealous watching, we'd be at a restaurant and they'd be ordering these the donuts,
Oh yeah.
and I would want them so badly with the cream cheese dip.
Not even working out, but the goal for a thrower is to just walk onto the throwing field with as much just glycogen dripping out of your pores as humanly possible.
Because they'll eat during the meet, and I'm man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
That concession stand really gets business from us.
Oh, that's brutal. That's
that
brutal.
concession stand was getting business done.
That is why I love being a lineman.
Bro, no, listen. You know, we had like one of the crates that had like all the shot puts and the discs in it and stuff like that. And then we would make sure there was enough room in that crate that we could slide in a box of Cheez-Its as well. for all of our meets. We always just had a big family-sized box of Cheez-Its chilling in our throwing crate with us.
Power move, honestly.
It's like the only thing I can eat is fruit snacks.
I mean, fruit snacks are elite at track meets. If you're not eating, my coach used to give us the great value fruit smiles. Them Johns hit different.
Oh, Haley agrees.
Nobody gets it.
That
no one
and
else
the
gets
little,
it.
those Scooby snacks.
Oh
The
yeah,
little
we
graham
had
cracker
those.
ones? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Rapid fire time.
Oh, no.
Rapid fire.
I'm going to, now listen, Haley, I'm going to put in a request here. When you get to number 11, do not show 12 until we actually get to 12, which is the rapid fire. Joe, do not go to 12. So you got it?
Dude, why are my legs scratched?
Okay. So these are like first few are just generic questions. You got nothing to be afraid about.
Until number
12. You should be petrified.
Thanks.
So, Blaine, you know what? No, it started when Kaylee blindsided me my freshman year in our media class.
In class.
So you can, yeah. So
All
for
right.
being in shambles, you should thank Kaylee.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
All right, first one. Favorite sport to watch?
It goes in between women's figure skating and swimming.
Ooh, interesting.
Very interesting.
That's
one.
interesting. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Yes! Keeps going.
Favorite food?
Tacos.
Oof.
Fire.
No, my favorite one was
Okay.
when Caroline said Italian.
Anything Italian.
And we were like, yeah. All right. Favorite TV show of all time?
Rick and Morty.
Ooh!
Valid.
That's a valid response.
Valid.
Favorite movie of all time?
Howl's Moving Castle, but for sentimental reasons.
Okay. Joe. Go-to and I can't say game because it's not a game because it's a meet. Go-to pre-meet song.
I actually don't have one.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Just
Okay.
whatever I tell myself.
It's just
like-
the voices. It's just
Okay.
the voices.
Literally.
All right, it's the
Yeah.
demons talking. All
Speaking-
right.
Speaking
Demon
of,
hour.
Hey, speaking of voices, I can't wait to the day when we mic him up during practice and we just hear his inner thoughts. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight?
I talk about it a decent bit during practice.
That's valid.
we're gonna have to cut some things out. We'll do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, yeah. We will. All right. So, Joe. Okay. favorite vacation spot.
Shangri-La, Philippines.
Ooh,
Interesting.
I grew up there, so.
love it.
Okay. Okay. If you could create your own track and field event, what would it be?
That's an awesome question.
See, when I first thought, I thought like
Just wanna
hurdle
say.
relay, but like I've seen people do that already. But I wish we had a DMR outside.
Okay.
DMR is where like everybody runs like a different.
If you could describe your track and field career with emojis, what would you use?
This is an interesting one.
I think based off of because I worked out this morning.
I give you and Joe that one.
The smiley face that's like melting.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Which celebrity do you think you could beat in a foot race?
This is also a good one.
Like, just like any celebrity in
Any
general.
celebrity you want.
I would just like to race Adam Sandler.
Yes!
I think it would be funny.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
like that one. That was good.
Actually, no. Let's. I'm curious with you two. Who would you beat in a foot race? Celebrity.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Alex, what about you? Who would you beat? Which celebrity would you beat in a foot race?
Jonah Hill's a good one.
Jonah Hill's a really good one.
Jonah Hill's a good one.
Oh, you know what? All right, I'll stick on the trend. I'll go with Seth Rogen.
My word.
All right. You wanna know who mine is? Jack Harlow.
Yes.
If you know, you know. All right. Last one before the blind side. If you threw in track, which event would you be able to succeed in if you tried?
Say the right one. Say the right one.
Okay, wait, hold on. Which one do you think has the most technique involved?
Disc.
by far.
Oh, it has to be disc.
I thought Jav.
Nah.
I've never thrown, but
Well, it depends. Okay.
I played baseball, so
If you're taking running for Jav, like actually running up, and only comparing it to like power throwing disc, then yeah, Jav definitely has more technique. But like if you're spinning, if you're actually spinning, disc is a lot more technique.
I'm gonna have to say I guess I'll have to say disc because one of my good friends, he's a Division III All-American. Shout out Dan. I'm gonna send you this clip. And when I see you this weekend, you're gonna slap me in the face. He hates it.
See, I would say disc because, like, if I took the time, I'm a very technical person, which is why I was really good at swimming. If I took the time to really, like,
practice it.
I wouldn't say, like, if I threw it one time, like, I'd be great at it. Probably, like, definitely not. But if I took the time and, like, the years and the effort to actually, like, put into it, I think I would be decent.
I absolutely despise discus, by the way. I hated it so much. I highly doubt it, but Coach Winterbauer, if you're watching, thank you for not making me throw disc my senior year. You're clutch for that.
No, the one time no one's throwing, he released it early and like it.
Oh yeah.
Almost like.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
We once had a girl let go of a disc. It somehow went straight up in the air, came back over the net, and hit a girl in the face.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody get hit by the javelin like right in the shin.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not
I take practice extremely important throughout the week, and then Friday, how I prepare mentally. I usually after practice, I go home, I get a script, I read over the script, I do mental reps in my head of the script, make sure I'm comfortable with everything, and then I get in bed, and then I take my phone out and I just watch film for hours until I go to sleep, and then I wake up, I go to the field, I do my hip mobility routine, and yeah, I warm up, I take one more last look at the playbook, at the script, and yeah, and then I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, did you get the chance to check out the documentary series Quarterback?
Yes.
I
watched the whole thing. I really liked it.
Yeah. It's just like the amount of preparation for quarterbacks I would in my honest opinion, it's the most prep out of any of the positions.
Yeah.
Like on the team.
Yeah, I feel like Kirk Cousins impressed me the most with his prep.
Oh,
he
yeah,
had
I was just gonna say that.
Stuff.
That
was crazy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. But like, yeah, see, because like, there's so much that obviously goes in of being a quarterback. You got to make sure you're in shape. You got to remember the plays. You got to remember all of that stuff.
Reads,
check,
line,
exactly.
Calls,
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, and honestly, not just even in football. I think position-wise in any sport, like prep-wise. Quarterback is the hardest.
It's the hardest.
It is the absolute.
It's absolutely
like,
the hardest.
I have never played a snap of football in my life, and I can double down by saying that the quarterback position is the hardest position in the world.
It's so taxing.
Yeah.
So, I've actually, I mean, we've been here. I think all of us about the same amount of time. So, obviously, that we've seen some of these situations where this is the case. But when it's a close game and you say have a shot to win a game, make a game-winning drive or something like that. What do you do to try and keep your nerves down and keep yourself calm in those situations when you know that the pressure's on?
Well, I try not to, I try to think of the plays, I try to, as next play mentality, it's just, don't try to put too much thought into it, because when you do that, then you try to do too much.
Right.
And you throw a ball into triple coverage trying to make a play, when, if you watch Brady's 2-minute drives, what is he doing? He's just checking the ball down the field until
calm,
until the defenders come up, then he takes a shot over their head. But yeah, I would just say don't try to do too much, and think of play like any other play.
I think it is probably one of my favorite games. I forget if it was, I think it might have been 2022. We were playing Bloomsburg at home.
Yeah.
And I think we'd committed 5 fumbles or something. It was crazy.
Oh wow, thanks.
Crazy how many times we fumbled the ball, and that game went to overtime, and we ended up holding them to a field goal. And I believe it was you that took him down the field. I think it was Wildcat or something like that.
Yeah,
game-winning play, but
I got him down to 2, and then we put in Barge.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but that's one of my favorite ones. Thinking of game-winning plays and game-winning drives, because it was just I remember sitting there, and it was
every time I looked up, either we fumbled or they fumbled, and I was like, I don't know who's. I genuinely one of those moments where I did not know who was going to win that football game.
I think I had it because I was helping run the stream that game.
That's right. You were doing like statistician stuff or something like that, or doing the stream.
I had the stat. I had the sheet of the stats.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of turnovers.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's a grit game right there. You know, no matter how many mistakes you make, that's just a grit game. Trying to get it done, and we got it done in that one.
Yeah, and like I mean, we always like to ask the advice question. Honestly, that is just like another way of asking the advice question. Because like I feel like, and maybe you disagree with this, but I feel like one of the things that up and coming quarterbacks think about is pressure.
Yeah.
What do I do? How do I? Because like maybe they feel like they would crack under pressure, or they would just get nervous, and then it just wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just like another another way of asking the advice question of like, okay, this is what you do. Maybe you can apply that to yourself, and maybe it can work.
Yeah.
Maybe it can work. So
So going into the last, the big question we go into before we go rapid fire. Obviously, we were talking about the amount of time that we've all been here. You have another year left of eligibility to play. What do you want to see the team accomplish this season? And even like, what do you want to set out for yourself to accomplish?
Obviously, I want a PSAC championship, get into the playoffs. The whole team has been stressing that, talking about that, and I feel like since I've been here, my 4 years here, we're closer than ever.
Yeah.
There's no like cancers on the team. Everybody's bought into the program, so it's good to see. And like especially our spring game, we went down there and we dominated. So
physically, just mentally, everything. It was fun. It was really fun time.
I want a championship for myself, first team all PSAC. And I'm seventh right now, seventh all time on the passing list, and I want to get that up to like top 5, top 3.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, there we go. Which. Obviously, I mean, I can cut this out if you want me to. If everybody didn't know, you do help out with the football team.
Yeah, I've said that before.
Oh, you have? I wasn't sure.
When I was talking about the student assistant sign up form and everything.
That's right.
No, yeah.
Right. And what was the thing you said before we started recording? You didn't even recognize the jersey numbers. You just knew.
Oh yeah, I was talking about charting film and how I just look at the 3 quarterbacks during practice and just look at their throwing motions, and I just don't even bother looking at the jersey numbers half the time. Unless it's obviously visible, because sometimes the camera angles are hard to see the jersey numbers, but yeah.
Yes, all right, so rapid fire.
All right.
I warned you.
All right, I'm ready.
I warned you, but to see, this is pressure.
Mm-hmm.
We know what you do for pressure. Let's see, but we'll ask 11, actually no, more like 6 like generic questions, and then a couple more not so generic questions. Depends how you see it.
Yeah.
But it's basically just like about you and everything.
Okay.
I got this from when Big Ben had Kenny Pickett on. So yeah, here we go. All right, Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
All right, here we go. Favorite food?
Mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Yes. All right.
We got to get a list going of how many people have said Pepsi and how many people have said Coke, because I'm telling you, it is disproportionately on the side of Coke, and I'm all for it.
And there's one Dr. Pepper.
There is one Dr. Pepper in there too.
Did somebody say something else too?
Someone else said something. I can't remember what it was.
I'd have to rewatch.
Most people are wrong.
Joe. All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Ooh. Favorite TV show of all time?
One Tree Hill.
Okay, I think somebody else has said that.
Someone else has said
Yeah.
that. I haven't heard that show in a while.
Yeah. Oh, Haley likes that. All right. Go-to pregame song.
Any Kodak. Anything Kodak.
All right. Favorite vacation spot?
Hawaii.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, normally this question is like easy, but like I saw you also play basketball, so I don't know what you're gonna say. But I think I have a good feeling of what you could say. Favorite sport to watch?
Well, it was college basketball, but my team's going through it right now, so it's college football. I'm a huge Michigan fan.
Oh, okay. So. There we go. Yeah, where's Dom? The other Michigan guy.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him here. He's a Michigan guy.
All right. Jordan or LeBron?
Kobe. Nah, Jordan.
You can say Kobe.
All right.
You can say Kobe.
That's my favorite player of all time.
Because didn't Caroline say Steph Curry?
I think so. I think she said Steph.
And then I said, I looked at the camera and I just zoomed in on my face when I edited it. All right, favorite quarterback of all time?
Brady.
Saw that one coming.
It's hard to bet against him.
Yeah. All right. You're the OC. One play left. First and goal at the 5. What's the call?
I'm calling stick up. I don't know if I should explain it to you guys. Do you know what it is?
I know the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. Well, we can add on to this. Say you're the OC for Edinburgh. Who's getting the ball, receiving wise?
I mean, I got to read it out.
You got to read it out.
Yeah,
I
can't just. I mean, if I want to take a one-on-one, I'm going Jacob Coburn outside.
I wasn't gonna say, but yeah, I was gonna say.
All right. All right. And to clarify this, because the last time we asked this, Matt asked if with no warm-up, yes, you can stretch. If you did the 40-yard dash right now, what would your time be?
It's not really my strong suit. I like 4.8.
Okay. All right.
Still respectable. Tom Brady ran like a 5.1.
Nah, I'm faster than Brady.
Yeah.
Faster Brady.
I
Oh!
was gonna say.
Tom Brady, you're not watching this. All right. Here we go.
It's not even labeled on here. It's just called Blindside.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody reading it. I may have hinted at it to which I'm gonna give this out right now. If you are an Edinburgh athlete watching this and whatever, you can watch the old episodes to see what the blindside question is.
You can absolutely prepare yourself.
Just nobody does it.
Most people in good faith like to come on and be surprised,
Yeah.
but you can absolutely spoil it if you want.
Yeah, I think Gabe was gonna do it, so I just told him what it was, so he has time to prepare. And Easton, before we recorded Julian's, Easton had time to prepare, but when he came in, he was like, "That question's crazy."
Yeah, because he was sitting on there while we were recording hers. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
Like on the team currently.
On the team currently.
Wow, this is gonna. I don't want to. People are gonna take this personal.
So this is why it took Dom 5 minutes.
Let me think.
Everybody stumbles on this question. I love it. You know, didn't Coach Null say he loves this question?
Yeah, he did. He said he loves it.
I know Gary said he loves it too.
I'm gonna go downtown Teagan Brown.
Yeah, Teague. I like that answer. That's a good one.
My main takeaway from doing all those things in high school is just it really helped me compartmentalize the work it takes just to play one sport in college. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Dom, I believe you got the next question.
Yeah, I do.
And Alex, the docs and the yeah. So you're good to hold up. All right, go ahead.
So they asked Isaac yesterday, talk about your preparation from on game day from the time you wake up till the time we're out warming up on the field.
Yeah.
To the time the game starts.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely evolved because freshman year I was like a nervous wreck. Starting as a freshman, being 18, going up against guys that are like 22, 23, been doing a
schedule.
Yeah, PSAC schedule. You know, the guys, I was playing guard my freshman year. The guys on the interior, like 300 pounds. I'd just be a nervous wreck, but I think we have a good setup here. You know, I just wake up instantly. I'm a big country music fan.
Yeah.
So, you know, instantly pop in my AirPods. I'm listening to that, going to breakfast, just to, you know, keep calm, you know, keep level-headed. And I'm really listening to my country playlist pretty much all through, you know, breakfast. We got our walkthrough. Then we go, you know, prep our uniform, just get ready for the game in the locker room. I'm not listening to, like, the hype stuff that we got going on. I still got my country music on. But then we have something that we call, you know, NFL Network. And right before I do that, I go out, you know, whether it's a home game, my family's usually here. I go pray with my dad. And if it's a away game, I usually just, you know, do a quick little prayer. You know, take some ibuprofen, go out, do a little, just a little stretch for NFL Network. Some guys like to call that like the sexy time, you know, show off a little bit, you know, yeah, flaunt your stuff. For me, I just kind of do it just to build up a little bit of sweat. You know, I'm a lineman. I don't like getting tired quick, so I want to save as much energy as I can for stretch. But really, I wouldn't say I do anything too crazy, or I'm not very superstitious. I mean, if it's a away game, I'm gonna sleep on the bus until we get there. no matter how far away it is, because like even now, like I've played in a lot of games, played a lot of snaps, I still get super worked up. So I know how to keep myself calm, like calm before the storm, because I'm a nervous wreck. So
What's that first country song that you put on? Because me personally, I had Bailey Zimmerman playing last week for the Fairmont game. That's me personally. What's that first country song that comes on?
Oh man, anything by Luke Combs. One Too Many is a big one for me.
One Too Many is a good one.
I love One Too Many. Some Kojo. I play a lot of Kojo too. The new Leather album just dropped, so that will be definitely what I'm playing this next fall. But Morgan's always good, but definitely a lot of Luke Combs. Some old stuff too. I'll throw in some Alan Jackson, some Jimmy Buffett.
Ooh.
That Margaritaville. That song just lets me loose. That's a big one that I play on the bus just to keep calm. Those good
I completely
vibes.
understand where you're coming from, because I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
I'm the same exact way pregame. I can't, like, if I'm in there getting way too worked up, I found that I just suck. So yeah, so I've pretty recently, I found that I gotta stay calm before games. Alex,
Before we go to the next question, it was so funny how exact opposite me and my one buddy were in the locker room in high school. Like, everyone else would be downstairs in the weight room, with their headphones on, getting ready. And me and him would be up in the locker room with the speaker on, with Metallica cranked all the way up, and he'd be walking back and forth in the locker room just holding a steel folding chair.
Yeah.
Just walking back and forth, just holding that chair.
Trust me, you won't see me being one of those rah-rah guys in the locker room before the game. I'm on my headphones in, I'm playing that country music. Might want to talk to you, might not, depending on, how close it is to game time, but that's just kind of how I have to do
that last little bit's the best to just pop them in and just lock in, for sure.
Gabe, just give him a little fist bump and just go to your locker.
Yeah, that's
what I've learned over the years.
That's the way to be. But so you were talking about kind of that, in that last question, you were kind of talking about that feeling of coming in, being a freshman, playing, going up against all these older dudes, bigger dudes, all that stuff. So what advice would you give to any freshmen that are going to be in that spot this year that you used to be in?
A lot of the freshmen that we have visiting, or that come on visits, do the overnight visits that I get the pleasure to meet, or come visit practice during the spring. I just you just got to realize it's a culture shock. It's I understand where you're coming from. You're one of one. Back home, you're one of a lot here. You're one of 110 at the start of fall camp, and the coaches are all going to be on you because they care. And it's really the biggest thing that I took from coaching off my first fall is that, especially during camp, is that call your parents every day. Tell them how much you're thankful for them that you're in the spot that you are, because it really just, when you're away from home for the first time like this, the days are long. You're trying to find some comfort, because camp is camp's their first experience. It's everything but comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's really the biggest thing, is just mainly just to be real with them on how it's going to be their first time here, their first couple days here. But that's my biggest advice, is that make sure whatever gives you comfort, you don't stray away from that, and the easiest thing to do is just call your parents every day. That's the biggest thing that helped me. So.
For sure.
Absolutely. Dom, I believe you got the last question before we get to rapid fire.
All right. Yeah. Obviously, we just came off a pretty tough season, 3-8. Had a lot of injuries, yourself included. Obviously, we want we all have the same goals. We all want to compete. But what ultimately do you want to see us do this year? What do you want to see us as a team achieve this upcoming year?
I know this is going to be my last fall, and every coach, every program, you come in as a freshman, you see the seniors, and the coaches tell them, leave the program better than you found it, and then all of a sudden you become that senior. And I think, obviously, I want to leave the program better than I found it, but the biggest thing is I want us to finally develop our culture, develop that borough culture again, that hard-nosed team that nobody wants to face come, week 6, week 7, into the later weeks of the season. But even then, like, Coach Nolf says it all the time, make them feel us, you know, even not just at the game, but after, you know, ruin their season just by playing us. And I think we got a mature group of guys, you know, finally. We're not dealing with, you know, playing the youth frequently as much as we have been. You know, we've had a lot of young guys play a lot of snaps for us the past couple of years, but we're finally mature. And, you know, the culture has been the most, you know, wanting to build that culture, a successful culture here has been like the most important thing to me. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. All right, rapid fire. So Gabe is actually aware of what the blindside question is.
So dumb.
I did my research. You know.
Listen.
We've said on many episodes, you future athlete spotlight members,
I did my research.
should do your research.
Yeah, because here's here's the thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alex. Dom didn't really get the chance to do that because it was Kaylee, and then I think it was went right into.
Dude, so dumb.
It's whatever.
It was Kaylee and then
It was a good thing I did my research because my answer would be different. It was if it was past and current. But shout out Lumpy Luchinsky. Love you.
You see, listen, Dom. While we're doing this, if you can come up with a blind side of your own on the spot.
I won't. I honestly won't.
I'm excited if you do though. I'll say that.
Oh boy. All right.
I have a second blindside question I'm gonna hit him with.
Okay. All right. All right. First
Dom,
one.
are you wearing a Michigan Barstool hoodie?
Hell yeah.
That's disgusting.
Shout out.
yeah.
Shout out.
I'm not even gonna show you guys what's on the back of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me after the episode. I want
It's
to
just
see.
a picture.
West Virginia, baby.
Giving me extra work. Giving me extra work.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. All right.
Wait, who didn't make the tournament? Who didn't make this tournament?
Oh, is it the
So do you want
That team in Oakland, dude. That team in
Oakland did make it though. Oakland made it.
Not the right Oakland though.
Oh, the other Oakland.
The other Oakland.
Oh,
damn.
Pitt, the Pitt Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah.
I can't even say anything because I'm outnumbered because every single one of these guys except for me is on the Borough football team because he's helping out and obviously they play. I'm outnumbered.
No, Gabe, I will say my second favorite college team is Texas. So like,
Okay.
we got a little animosity there, but
No. Boomer sooner.
All right, rapid fire. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Let's go.
that's another one.
Let's go. Favorite food?
Buffalo wings.
Ooh. Favorite movie of all time?
Rocky IV.
Ooh, okay.
Valid. Pitt, great.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
might be the best one.
Favorite TV show of all time?
South Park.
Yes.
Shout out Randy Marsh.
Let's go. Favorite sport to watch?
Football.
I believe you already said it. Go-to pregame song?
Go-to pregame song? Yeah, One Too Many, Luke Combs.
Favorite vacation spot?
Chesapeake Bay, Maryland.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Favorite football player of all time?
Oh, man. Jason Kelsey for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Favorite baseball player of all time, because you were a big baseball player.
Yep, Darren O'Day.
There we go.
Prime Darren O'Day. Get that submarine untouchable.
There we go. All right. You're the OC. One play left to win the game. First and goal at the 5. What's the call?
Oh, I'm probably going to run. Man, I wish we ran this play still. But no, I'm running A-gap power, and we're gonna run. We're gonna run a lookie off of it.
I love
Just a
that.
simple lookie, right off of it. That was my favorite play at guard. Just everybody's double teaming backside. I'm just skip pulling right around the center, leading up for the Mike linebacker. It's beauty.
Hey, no more skip pulling though.
No more skip pulling. Shout
Shout
out
out
Coach Hall.
Shout out Coach Plug.
I love that. That's probably my favorite answer that I've heard so far.
It's valid, yeah.
That's what you get when you ask an O-lineman that question. We're gonna run the ball. Just giving this guy work, you know what I'm saying?
Just bleep it out.
Just bleep it out.
I told Alex.
He's
I
a
was like, you
guest.
know
He
what?
doesn't get it.
We made a rule. Guests can say as many F-bombs as they want.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
That is in light with the concept that
You guys
Coach Pap's
made a
going to be
bet
on
or
this show at some
No,
point.
so we do a thing where if we drop an F-bomb, we go into
We
the
go
penalty
in
box
penalty
for 2
box for
minutes,
2
but since
minutes,
you're a
yeah.
guest, you get a free pass. Yeah, you get a pass.
Okay, that rule was passed with the thought that Coach Pap's going to be on this show at some
Yeah.
point, and it's going to be physically impossible to put him in a
So,
penalty box.
so anybody that is a future guest on the show,
Make as much work for him as you want.
No, I'm editing that out. If you're a guest on the show, the penalty box does apply to you. But if
It
you're
does now.
but if you're athlete spotlight interview on here getting interviewed, you're safe.
Oh, okay.
And if
Okay,
you're-
so
and if
interviewers
you're-
are safe,
If
yeah.
you're getting
Should've wore that
here, easier way of saying
Should've.
it. If you're getting interviewed, you're safe.
Alright.
So there we go.
Alright.
All right, next one. I can't wait for this answer. Who on the defensive line for Edinburgh could you beat in a race?
All of them.
Oh!
All of them. I don't think anybody will argue that.
No, he's pretty quick.
I don't think anybody
he's
will
pretty
argue that.
fast.
Maybe Speak.
Do you say D-line? Just D-line?
Yeah, just
Okay.
Yeah, all of them. Maybe Speaks is the only one that argues it, but Speaks
Maybe
is slow.
Miles.
So. No.
That was a confident.
Alex,
no.
we're just starting beefs left and right.
Street beef.
Bring him. I'll be home. Yeah.
Would you smoke him in a race?
Yeah. Yeah.
He smoked me in a race to the Pogue the other day.
Yeah. I got no chance.
That's awesome. All right. Original blind side, which you're already aware of. Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
R.I.P. to my mullet brother. CJ just lost his yesterday.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, CJ lost.
Hey,
All right.
good luck in the police academy down in OC. But so he just left. He left this morning. So good luck to him. But yeah, definitely Mr. Waldeer.
All right, moment of silence for his
For his mullet.
mullet. So moment of silence.
It's a sad day. I enjoyed watching it though.
It's a very
Sad
sad day.
It's a sad day.
Hey, you still got me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dom
All
is.
right.
Please
Dom-
tell me
Dom
he's at least still got the mustache going.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
still got the
he's
cop
still got
stash
the
going?
muzzy.
All
He's
right.
got
yeah.
the muzzy.
Oh yeah.
Good,
for sure.
good, good.
He's
Yeah.
got the muzzy for sure.
So do you have your blind side?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hit me with it.
Who's your favorite teammate in the room?
In the room?
In the room, yeah.
Oh, wait, on the O-line?
Yeah.
It's tough. I probably have to go.
Shouldn't be that tough.
You said on the O-line in the room?
Yeah, in the room.
Oh no.
Should I like zoom in just to them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you can't.
Yeah, get this, because
And-
this is going to be funny.
And you can't pick D-Mac.
Oh, it's favorite O-lineman.
And,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can't pick D-Mac.
Favorite O-lineman.
You can't pick D-Mac.
Wow. Favorite O-lineman.
He's just giving him a test.
This is thumbnail right here.
Yeah, this probably will be the thumbnail. I don't even think we're gonna be on it because I think there's a thumbnail you're not even on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making the executive decision. This is the thumbnail. So look up for a second. That's the thumbnail.
Favorite O-lineman.
You can also apologize to your teammates after, just like Dom did for his.
Yeah, man, I don't want to say it.
Now you glad that I gave you heads up?
I don't want to say it. Here's my answer. Got it. Shout out GA Coach Brown. He was in the film room the one day. Favorite O-lineman right here.
When Coach Plug made me introduce
GA
myself
Coach
to the
Brown,
new
right here.
recruits.
Yeah, so I mean, I unfortunately was in the year of COVID where it was like the COVID recruiting, so like, it was weird. So like coaches couldn't really come to your school or anything like that. Like everything was basically done on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, by phone call or email and stuff like that. And there was no like really going to camps or stuff like that.
Right,
So like all of like the conversations I had were like over the phone or through Twitter, and like at the end I got to visit some schools, but I didn't really get to visit too many schools because like I said, the COVID stuff. But I had like a handful of offers and stuff like that, and I really didn't know like where I wanted to go. And one of my last offers was Edinburgh, and then so that was like towards the time where we could come and like visit the school. Then so I came up, visited Edinburgh, had a good relationship with the staff, and then I don't know, like just something about Edinburgh just made me feel at home when I was here. And then I really liked the coaching staff. Like I said, I built a great bond with them, but it just felt like home. So I was like, hey, this is it. This is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. But all right, next one. We always like to ask this question. It's just good to get different viewpoints for anybody that watches the show. If like they're curious, if they're afraid to ask questions, because like in this day and age, people are afraid to ask questions. And I get it.
Yeah.
We've all been there. But what advice would you give incoming freshmen going into their freshman year?
I would say enjoy every second of it. Enjoy every single second of it, because it seems like just yesterday I was coming in here as an incoming freshman, but I literally graduate this semester.
Oh, wow.
And it's just like went by like that. Like it was like enjoy every second. Don't take anything for granted. Try and be involved as much as you can. Enjoy your friends while you can, because like I said, like it goes just like that, and you never know who's going to be there with you and what's going to happen. So I would say take it day by day, enjoy every second of it, and just don't look past anything.
Yeah, that's great. And especially like the getting involved part, because like I feel like a lot of people when they come to school, they think, it's getting involved. I hear the cliche. No, like especially like this, for example.
Yeah.
Like in this room, in this entire room, including the studio, I'm the only one that is a digital media major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
Joe's not. So. But still, though, like when I asked him to do this, like he got involved in stuff, and like, well, here we are today.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, obviously, big year heading into this year. Coach Nolf was talking about it during practice yesterday. Something like 17 of 22 guys are returning this year from last year that were starters. A lot of guys this year that are impact players, a lot of depth because of all the injuries last year.
Yep.
What are you looking for the team to accomplish this year?
The ultimate goal is a PSAC championship.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Obviously, that's the ultimate goal this year. We've been striving, working hard as we can to meet that goal. But at the end of the day, you got to take it 1 week at a time, one game at a time. Like this week, all our focus is practice today, then tomorrow, practice tomorrow, then it's East Stroudsburg on Thursday. Got to take it one day at a time. Can't look forward, can't look past anything. You got to take it day by day and prepare yourself for each and every game.
Got to be ready. It's going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Again, we said it on the regular show. Excuse me. We said it on the regular portion of the show, and obviously we'll say it again on this one. East Stroudsburg this Thursday, 7 p.m., opener for the season.
Yes.
Home game under the lights. It's going to be amazing. We practiced last night. We're going to be practicing in the night again tonight. Getting ready for the vibe. So
it's 7 p.m. practice.
That's 7 p.m. practice.
Let's go. I'm also going to be doing a preview video and stuff, and so just watch out on the channel and Instagram and all that stuff. But by the way, you got to be excited for Under the Lights.
It reminds, like I said last night when we had practice 7 p.m. It reminded me like high school, like Friday Night Lights.
Oh.
At 7 p.m. kickoff. There's just nothing like it. I think there was some extra juice last night. You guys excited?
It was really juiced up last night. I had such a hard time falling asleep last night. I was just like wired.
That's exactly how it was.
And it's what Coach Nolf said too. You know, we practiced 7 to 9 last night, and you know, I think what Coach Nolf said was the perfect way to say it. It was 9 o'clock. Practice was over, and he said, you know, this is the fourth quarter. This is the time. It'll be the fourth quarter. You know, take a mental picture of this moment right now. This is what it's going to be like going into the fourth quarter and 3 nights. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited because like I remember like I want to say it was my sophomore year after I got a full year in. I was like, you have the lights. Use it.
We actually have 3 night games this year.
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, Robert Morris.
Next week we're at Robert Morris.
Not tonight. Thursday night we have RMU.
Yep.
And then
at Slip.
At Slip is the night game too.
I might have to drive and go to that one.
Because I think that one, that's like their like, that's not homecoming, I don't think, but it's like one of their big like town festival things or something like that. So
I forget what it is. Yep.
Joe, you can just go ahead and get the prompter ready for rapid fire if you want. But so last question, though we do have a last question after rapid fire, like we always like to ask. So before we left last semester, you, Clay, Gabe, and Dom did not have blonde hair. So you just want to go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, we've been saying it since like our sophomore year, so 2 years ago, that for our senior year we were gonna bleach our hair, like do something crazy for like roster pictures or something. Like we were gonna do something crazy for our senior year to go out with. And so I wasn't really too sure if everyone was gonna really follow through with it and stuff like that. But I was at home like a couple days before we were coming up here for a report date,
Mhm.
and Clay, I got a FaceTime from Clay, and it was just him, it was just him sitting in a chair, and his girlfriend was just bleaching his hair.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh, so we're really doing this. So 2 days later, I had my girlfriend bleach my hair. Then we came up to school for the day before report date, and then we did Gabe's hair and then Dom's hair. And then it was just like, ever since then, it was just like, all right, we're doing this. Like, obviously, like we're in now. Here we go. So, yeah, we just want to change up for roster pictures, do something crazy for our senior year, and just go out with a bang.
Oh, there you go. But here's the thing, though. So because he texted me about it, like, oh, yeah, Clay, CJ, Gabe, and Dom all have blonde hair now. I'm like,
yeah, if you want.
And I was like, oh, there you go, there you go.
All messed up right now.
I read it, and I woke up from a nap too, and I read that. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. You guys, minus Dom, did it like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dom's is not like Cody's.
Well, Dom also has the darkest hair out of all.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's like my hair's naturally like a dirty blonde, so like it's really
true.
so it like got really light. And then then Gabe has like, I wouldn't say like brown, like lighter brown hair, and then Clay has blonde hair like me, so it's like but Dom's
is like orange.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
But all right, rapid fire. I warned you. CJ does not know the blind side, and it is back. Joe approves. So, okay, so we'll start off with basic questions and then go from there.
Okay.
Okay, first, favorite sport to watch other than football?
Watch.
And there goes the light.
I'd probably say the NHL hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Big Pittsburgh Penguins guy.
Let's go.
Probably
Let's
hockey,
go.
yeah.
Sid, and everybody watching, Sid's the GOAT. Like, don't even argue it. Don't even argue it.
It's not. It's pointless.
Just don't even argue it. Favorite sport to? Oh wait, I switched 1 and 2. My fault. Favorite sport to play other than football?
Well, like I said, hockey's my favorite sport to watch. I wish I would have played hockey growing up, but unfortunately I didn't. But I played basketball growing up. I like doing pickup basketball games, so I'd have to say probably basketball.
Pepsi or Coke?
I would have to say growing up it was always Pepsi.
Okay.
But like in my recent days, I would have to say Coke. I'd say I became a Coke guy over time.
Yes.
But growing up it was Pepsi.
You know what? I'm gonna do it soon. I'm gonna go through all the spotlights. We have a massive tally on Coke. Like so many people.
And one Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've gotten a couple Dr. Peppers, a couple Mountain Dews, but.
Favorite food?
I'd have to go with steak.
Yes.
And lobster tail is a close second.
Okay.
Ooh, close second, like right there.
All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Depends on the genre, honestly. I mean, American Sniper, Batman, Dark Knight, any like Star Wars movie, like the original trilogy.
Okay.
I don't know. It just depends on the genre, to be honest with you.
All right.
It just depends.
Okay.
But I got a handful of them.
Ooh, all right.
The Blind Side.
Like, Remember the Titans.
Yeah, Remember the Titans.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just so many movies.
Okay.
Depends on what I'm in the mood for, I guess.
Favorite TV show of all time?
Probably Reacher.
Ooh, interesting.
Probably
one.
Reacher on it from Amazon Prime. I'm
Yeah.
not quite through the season 2
I have to
yet,
watch that.
But yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Me and my dad started watching that together last year.
Okay.
And it was just, I don't know, I just really liked it, really into it.
Go-to pregame song?
This is one of my
Kickstart
favorites.
My Heart by Motley Crue.
That is not the first time somebody said that.
Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Jill Ball said that.
Yeah, Jill did say that.
Or Renegade too. Renegade.
Oh.
Being a Pittsburgh Steelers guy, gotta have that Renegade in there.
Okay, I was just trying to see where we are. All right, artificial turf or grass?
Grass.
There you go.
Grass. 110%.
After the old turf, yeah.
Grass all day.
One play left, first and goal at the 5. You're the OC. What's the play?
I'm probably going a tight end pop pass.
Ooh,
reason being is because defense. I mean, I'm on the defense. typically we're going to be hell-bent for election. So you just never expect that tight end for a little, like, pop and go back of the end zone.
Okay.
I'd say tight end pop pass.
There you go. So this question has changed. We're changing it. It was normally just favorite football player of all time or favorite soccer. You get the point. But it is now favorite linebacker of all time, since you are a linebacker.
Man, you can go with Ray Lewis, Patrick Willis, Brian Urlacher.
All right.
There's just, I would have to say overall, I'd have to say probably Ray Lewis though. But there's just like a lot of good guys. But yeah, I'd have to say Ray Lewis. And just his demeanor and his passion he brought to the game.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't just about football for him. So
No, well, definitely
I'd have
not.
to say Ray Lewis.
If you ran the 40 right now and stretched and everything, what would your time be?
I ran a 4.48 in high school.
Ooh, okay.
I would like to say that I'm still around that time. I think I'm pretty quick. I think I'm also, I wouldn't say one of the quickest guys in just the 40 without pads on, but I'd say with pads on, I keep my speed. So I honestly don't know what my 40 time would be. I don't know what it'd be. I would like to say it's around the 4.48 time. We'll just go with that. We'll get around 4.48.
There we go. I actually just came up with two from the top of my head, since you said you are a basketball player. LeBron or Jordan?
I think LeBron is more like physically gifted. It allows him to have a step. He's obviously 6'8", 250, 260 pounds.
Yeah.
Allows him to have like he can play 1 through 5 positions, just like a freak athlete, which is just amazing. I think Jordan is more skilled, obviously, because back in those days, like defense was more of like you actually played defense. It wasn't just like guys just like shooting for you. Like, so I'd have to say more skilled. I'd go with Jordan, but I'd say all around basketball player, I'd have to go LeBron James.
Okay.
All around. I think LeBron James, if you put him back into Jordan's days, I think he could play well and still be a great player and still be one of the top players in the league. Now, vice versa, putting Jordan in today's time, I would say he'd do well, but I'd say it's more like shooting and stuff today's time. So overall, I'd have to go LeBron. Just have to.
Yeah. Now, actually, real quick, I planned for. We have a segment, overreactions, where we just read a statement, we say yes or no. I originally had this statement, and it's been a take I've been seeing on Twitter and everything, so I want to get your opinion on it. Somebody said the 2024 U.S. Olympic basketball team could beat the Dream Team. What do you think?
I remember you saying something about that.
I just don't think that anyone. I think the Dream Team was called the Dream Team for a reason.
No, that's a good point.
I just don't think that anyone can match up against the Dream Team.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. So the other one I came up from the top of my head, who on the football team, if they 1v1'd you in basketball, could keep up with you? But of course you're going to win, honestly.
Could keep up with me?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of guys on the team that could probably definitely beat me, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of Isaac Bernard's. He's a pretty good player. Toby Klein, really good player.
Okay.
My brother's a really good player too. I don't know. There's a lot of guys. Like I said, there's probably a lot of guys that could beat me on the team. I don't know, like all the new freshmen and transfer guys. I don't know if they hoop or what they do, but honestly, I'm probably just a middle of the pack guy on the team. I'm probably just that average guy on the team.
Okay.
I'm better than some, worse than some. Yeah, I'm probably just the average Joe.
Which, speaking of the team, by the way, you got a lot of votes on the question of who would you not let date your sister. You got a lot of votes. I was dying watching that.
Yeah.
God. All right. I warned you.
Here we go.
Blindside. Favorite Edinburgh football player on the team that's not yourself?
My brother.
Easy. There you go.
My brother.
There you go.
Definitely my brother.
I actually knew you were going to say
that. Yeah, definitely my brother, obviously. There's no...
Oh, man.
There's nothing, no one else I'd... I mean, if I didn't have a brother on a team...
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
If I didn't have a brother on the team... A favorite player on the team.
It works every time. You know, it's funny. I'm going in, I was like... At first, I was like, okay, hopefully it works. And then I was like, oh, yeah, he's on his brother's on his team, yeah. So
I don't know. Probably Clay. Probably Clay. Just because we've been
Dom
through
said-
like.
Dom, or no, who said Clay?
Dom.
Dom did say
So
Clay. Okay.
about that, Gabe picked you.
Yeah.
So Gabe, if you're watching this,
Well, I would just say the reason I'm saying Clay is because like we're the same position, so we're always
yeah.
together like constantly. We're together in position meetings, in team meetings, like we're together constantly. So I only see like Gabe in like a team meeting or like a practice, like Clay and with like position meetings, individual periods in practice, like just like everywhere.
I would say yes and no. Like some parts of the game, some parts don't change. Like it's all still the game that like I've grown up playing. I think that I was expecting it to be harder to mesh with all new people, but my team I was lucky enough to have great teammates that like really welcomed me in. I will say I think the biggest like surprise for me when I got here. So serve receive is like the majority of my job as a libero. And in high school, I got very good at it. And not only was I good at it, like it was easy. Like by the time my senior year, I was like, this is like a breeze. And then I got to college and I was like, this is so hard. And it's still hard. Even though I've like gotten a lot better at it throughout the years, it's still so hard. I really wasn't expecting like the serving to be that much harder in college. But other than that, I feel like other than the pace of the game, which I feel like I picked up pretty quickly, I would say it's probably about the same expectations.
you know, I think I told you this because I met you at the football game on Thursday. She is the first volleyball player we've had on, so we are making history today. But yeah, Alex, I believe you got the next
If
question.
Jack says one more thing about us not having enough female athletes on the show, I'm going to scream until my head explodes.
Okay. We literally, yes, it was a bet, but there's a reason we made the bet with Bailey to host the show.
Yeah.
There was literally a reason. It's because she knows more about football, definitely me, but keeps up with him with football. That's all I'm going to say about
Anyway,
that.
we're going to see how well I can try and read one of these teleprompters because neither of them are directly at me.
Yeah, this is like at an angle. This is at like an angle.
It's all right. All right, so you're a senior now. All of us are.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's a lot of responsibility, obviously, being, expected to be a leader on the team. What's it like being a leader that freshmen and other girls can look up to now that you're in that position?
I feel like a part of me has always kind of been a little bit of a leader just because I've been in the same position for 3 years. And like as a libero, you kind of have to lead the defense. You have to lead the backcourt. So I feel like having that position kind of helped me step into like this senior leader role. I think that it's not as stressful as I thought it would be. I was nervous of how I would take the responsibilities and how I would be able to do it. But I kind of just think what would I have wanted from my senior leaders, from my captains whenever I was freshman, sophomore. And honestly, it's such a great group of girls. It's so easy. It's not like I have to hold anyone accountable. Everyone holds each other accountable.
Yeah.
And it's we're all just really close friends and just trying to lead by example more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic way of looking at it too, because it's like a lot of people, I feel like when they're freshmen and they come here, they may not have that leadership. And then once they get to the point where you're the one leading the team, that's a fantastic way of looking at it. It's what Gabe said. Leave the place better the way you found it.
You got there. Yeah.
So, but speaking of, it's kind of next question is actually kind of with this a little bit. So we like to ask this all the time, get different viewpoints for everybody that wants to come to Edinboro and play whatever sport they're coming here to play, and that is the advice question. What advice would you give incoming freshmen coming in for their first year?
I think that the best advice that I can give for incoming freshmen is to just trust their training, trust their instincts, trust themselves. Don't change anything about your game when you come to play a sport in college. I think that's kind of what helped me my freshman year is I just kind of relied on the parts of my game that I knew were strong. I personally am a very vocal person, and I've always been praised for being able to talk like a lot during games. So I really fell back on that a lot my freshman year because I was like, if I'm not doing anything else right, I know I can talk, I know I can be loud, I know I can be energetic. It doesn't really take a lot of skill to do that. So I think that was probably the thing that helped me the most coming in because it helped me stay calm and confident in my own game. And I think that kind of earned me a little bit of respect too.
Ladies and gents, she said she's vocal. Sounds like we're going to have to run it back for a regular episode and yap some sports.
Let's go.
All right, so this is another one that we ask a lot. It's a pretty frequent question. Obviously, it applies really well for you being a senior this year. Last year, what do you want to see the team accomplish this year?
This is such a hard question because, like, obviously, realistically, I'm competitive. I never want to lose. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, I know it's part of the game. I know it's part of, like, every season goes. So I think that a realistic answer is do better than we did last year. Like, I think if we can win all the games that we're supposed to win, that, like, we're favored to win, steal a few games that we're not supposed to win, and just kind of, you know, stay positive. I think last season it was hard. We had 10 new girls on the team, and we had gotten to this, like, rut in the middle of the season where, like, I was just frustrating. We felt like nothing was going right. And I think that a lot of us kind of lost our confidence there a little bit. So I think this season I would just love to see all of us stay focused and stay positive. And I think that will definitely help us because it's a long season, like, once you get to college. So, like, it's hard to stay focused for the whole time, especially when you get into, like, school and you have exams and classes and everything. So I think just staying positive would be it's what I want to see, and I think that'll help us with, like, games and stuff.
Definitely.
Just having a better attitude.
Rapid fire time.
Let's go.
Well, speaking of rapid fire, the season starts this week.
I hope y'all are ready to lose again.
Shut up. Yeah, Joe, you can just stay at the prompter.
Me and the Chiefs, 3-peat.
Oh my God.
It's happening.
No.
It's happening, buddy. I'm not even a Chiefs fan. But
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, why?
I'm a big Mahomes guy.
We support Patrick Mahomes on this show. Why?
Taylor Swift's kind of cool too, I guess.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know.
Why? What team do you root for? I mean, you are from Ohio, so.
I'm a Browns fan, yeah.
Out.
Hey, we're getting better. We're on the come up.
They're going to win 10 games with Dorian Thompson-Robinson playing quarterback this year.
We support DTR.
We love DTR.
We are. Shout out DTR. You're not watching this. Okay.
No, he's not.
All right. So the way rapid fire works, just a few basic questions, and then go right into some valuable stuff, and then everybody knows the last question.
We really do leave it up to the guests to be able to do their own research and to be able to know what the question is. We really appreciate the amount of people that are just like, no, we want to be surprised.
There's one person that's done it, and that's Gabe Holslander. Well, I may have told him.
His response was honestly probably even funnier because he knew though.
And then also Dom.
That was so funny.
Okay, well, we got time to explain this. So Dom comes up with his own blind side because Gabe already knew the blind side.
Yeah.
And I could. It's a different blind side from the other one, so I can actually say this. It was favorite O lineman in the room.
I think I saw this clip.
Yeah, and his answer. But the way Gabe,
favorite QC.
But it was so funny because the way Gabe did it, he was pointing at, he was like, and then I zoomed out. Shout out Huss.
Shout out Huss. Love you, dog.
Huss. God, I can't speak today. All right.
Thankful for God, buffets, and family.
There we go.
God bless America.
Okay, there we go. All right, rapid fire. All right, first one. Let's see if I don't botch this week. Favorite sport favorite sport to watch other than volleyball.
I think I have to go with football.
Okay. Favorite sport to play other than volleyball.
Probably basketball.
Okay. Oh yeah, because your bio said you did play basketball. All right, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi if it's out of a bottle, but Coke if it's out of, like, a fountain.
Oh, interesting answer.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
I just think Coke tastes better out of, like, a fountain.
Okay.
I like that answer, actually.
Favorite food?
Pasta.
Okay. Caroline said anything Italian. Yeah. We like to refer to other rapid fires like all the time.
Oh yeah, we always cross-reference.
Favorite movie of all time?
Shrek.
Yes.
Okay.
Joe approved.
Favorite TV show of all time?
The Office.
Oh! Let's go.
It's a good one.
Okay, I have to make sure I don't fall off my chair. Go-to pregame song.
Oh, anything by Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay. Most memorable volleyball match.
Probably Gannon, first time around my freshman year at Gannon.
Okay. Okay. Hardest skill to master in volleyball.
Oh gosh.
This
Server's
may-
Eve.
That may have been a chat AI question.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's not a normal one.
Any pregame rituals?
Yeah, last year I started this. Me and all the passers, we pray before we play every time. But there's a portion of our warm-up where we do serve and pass, and everyone else on the team that doesn't pass serves at us. And I always make sure we do our little prayer circle beforehand. Because it started as a joke, and then we actually started doing better. So now it's a superstitious thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Athletes are some of the most superstitious people you'll ever meet.
Funniest teammate.
Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't have
Gosh,
thought of that.
everyone's so funny. I think I'm gonna have to go with either Ella Isaacs or Maggie Coster.
Okay. Who do you want to see dye their hair more, me or Alex?
Oh, for the poll, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, both of you. I think it'd be so funny.
That is
You
a viable
guys-
answer for
yeah.
anyone watching, by the way, because there is a possibility we tie and we both do it. So
I think
both is not a
friendship-
cop-out answer
that
in this
would be
situation.
the ultimate friendship goals.
We
matching bleached hair.
for graduation we just go up there holding hands. We're just like
Every internet hater on the planet would be screaming if we did that.
Oh, screw you, Yik Yak. Okay.
Our names are like 8 letters apart too. It made no sense.
No, we just changed Tailgate Talks to
No, what if instead of calling us individually, they just called Tailgate Talks and we all walked up?
just you, me, and Tom and Joe. Okay, blindside.
Oh Jesus.
Here we go. Favorite Edinburgh volleyball player that is not yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised more people haven't caught on to like what kind of question it would be at this point. Even
I
without
was a
doing
little
the
nervous.
research.
I didn't know. Jeez.
It's funny because like the boys didn't really tell CJ the blind side.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's hard.
CJ is Tristan. It was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not trying to start beefs. We're putting it out there again.
I mean, I'll have to go with my roommate, Abby Sobolewski.
Easy
There you
answer.
go. Yeah. There you go.
Easy
There you go.
answer.
We're the only 4-year return. Like we're the only people that have been here for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Just me and her. So.
So like I'm gonna tell you what the guys of the team told me last year. Like enjoy as much as possible because like I didn't believe it at first, but this is really the best years of my life, I think. Like last year was definitely the best year of my life.
Right.
So I try to enjoy as much as possible, and I would give that advice to the freshmen as well. If you come here to play sport, like enjoy with your teammates as well, because I feel like they can be friends for life. So
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely enjoy it. Put in the work if you're here to play sport.
Oh yeah.
Be dedicated to your team, listen to your coach, and all that stuff. But enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely like I feel like a lot of people just get caught up in, we're at college, time to like it's just easy to get distracted. Like
in college, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
So
you'll have a lot of outside influences just kind of telling you to do a million different things. So.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. So like that definitely like. Obviously not with everything you just said, but like partially you can also apply that to that. But yeah, that's big. But Alex, you got the next one?
Yeah. So obviously we were just kind of talking about the last question. Last year was your first year here, everything like that. You obviously have a lot of time left while you're here. So what do you want to see the team accomplish in like the rest of your time here?
So obviously last year we went to nationals.
Yeah.
So I want to go to nationals every year now, and like the ultimate goal is like to win nationals at one point.
Yeah,
That's why we train and stuff. But every year I want to do better at nationals. You know, we got we got destroyed, to be honest, this year at nationals. Like we were not strong enough. But I mean, I hope next year it's gonna be better. Like we know what to expect now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be ready.
So the reason there was a little laugh at the beginning of that is because I forgot about this question. I had this, and we did talk about this before we started, but Cody Duncan. Everybody on the team that was here last year, at least even for like a small part, knew him because he was the coach, and of course we know Cody because he was on Tailgate Talks. So
Shout out Rum Bunter.
Rum Bunter, which they haven't really been posting a lot anymore, kind of. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But so everybody knows about Cody's online presence with liking the Pirates, and a lot of people don't like Cody. But just talk about like just your thoughts on Cody, I guess. I mean that's basically the point I had to type that question down.
So personally, I like Cody.
Yeah.
Like I've known him for only 2 months because I arrived in August and he left in October. So yeah, but he was definitely a great guy with us, a great coach, very dedicated to the team. We had some laughs. I mean, he was great. So we were obviously a little bit sad when he left, because he was also one of the main reasons I came here.
Right.
Because we had a video chat in March 2023, and I love that chat. I love his energy. I love his project and stuff. So I came here a little bit because of him. But so yeah, we didn't have a coach for like half of the fall season.
Right.
But I'm also like very happy with the coach we have now because it's like kind of the same energy and stuff.
Right.
But I'm also happy for Cody because I know he wanted to improve in his coaching career, which he did because now he's like somewhere bigger.
Yeah, Youngstown State.
Yeah.
But yes, just to clarify, anybody that's watching this, Cody is not a bad guy because you don't agree with his takes. So relax.
Shut up, Pirates.
He's a great guy.
Nobody asked.
Yeah, literally. And if you don't agree with Cody's takes, cry us a river. But yeah. So Dom, we're gonna have to work together here. Let's see it. Honestly, that we might just I should just give Dom the controller from now on for just the show.
I'm killing it right now.
You know, honestly, I have no idea what I was doing with that. See, if we use the because Richie does have the pedal, so like I could do the pedal, just literally just press it. But that's later.
I'm on top of this.
So rapid fire, these are just like quick questions, like just a little trying to get a little bit more about you and stuff. Yes, there is no rapid fire. Don't worry. We kind of worded
There's
the last
rapid
question.
fire. There's no blind side.
Oh yeah, long day. No blind side. No blind side. But yeah.
Oh, good.
But yeah. So first one, Pepsi or Coke?
So I don't drink any sodas, but I'm still gonna say Coke.
Okay. All right. Favorite city in France?
Rennes.
Okay. Favorite food?
Lasagna.
Ooh.
Yes.
My mom's lasagna.
Oh,
so good.
go.
Specific. I love it. Favorite song to listen to?
I would say Sky Full of Stars of Coldplay.
Okay. Favorite tennis player of all time?
Roger Federer.
Oh,
without a doubt.
You are prepared.
Yeah,
He's
without
prepared.
a doubt.
This is probably the most prepared anybody's come on.
Yeah, honestly.
I love it. Most memorable tennis match?
As a team, I would say when we qualified for nationals, it was
Yeah.
quite a unique emotion, you know.
How about this? On the spot, most memorable tennis match that wasn't yours?
Wasn't mine.
Now I got you.
One that I watched on TV.
Yeah.
Like the final of the Australian Open in 2017 between Federer and Nadal.
Okay.
It was crazy match, like 5 sets, everything.
Dream vacation destination?
I would say Bahamas.
Ooh,
that's a
okay.
good one.
I've been there. It's nice. Most important mental aspect of the game?
I would say determination. Like you have to want to win more than your opponent, basically.
Pre-match ritual with just yourself or your team, whatever you do?
So I like to listen to some music before, and like everybody in the team has different needs for warm-up. So we kind of warm up physically on our own, but then we hit all together, and then there's like a little speech of what we expect from each one of us during the match, and after, we start playing.
Favorite sport to watch other than tennis?
I love watching Formula 1.
Ooh, F1.
I love Formula 1.
One guy, okay.
Okay.
Do you prefer singles or doubles?
I have a lot of fun in doubles, but I'm way better in singles, so I'm gonna say singles.
Yeah, I could see where like people would say doubles though, because like you score, then you get fired up with your guy, and you're like, let's
That's
go.
it.
Yeah. Last one.
basically kind of what the blind side is, but like we worded it so you could be prepared.
Okay.
Sorry, Dom. One teammate that has helped you out since you have been here. It could be past like you're not here anymore or not.
I'd say there's like Bruno, who's helped me feel like I was home since day one, because he was our captain last year. There was Gordon, who helped me with like technical stuff, tactical stuff. Like Gordon was our number 2 last year, and he transferred to North Alabama.
Okay.
And this year, and last year too, I have a friend of mine from France, Stan.
Oh, yeah.
So he helps a little bit to have a French speaker here. So
there you go.
Because sometimes I miss like speaking French, so I can speak French to Stan, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. But Thomas, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. But here, let's start this now. Do you want to plug any of the next tennis matches here so we can tell people when the next match is?
So this weekend we have ITS in Bloomsburg. It's like an individual tournament. Then we have an invitation next week, like as a team. And then the week after that we have individual PSACs. So yeah, 3 busy weeks.
Hell yeah.
Go.
Show up.
Show up.
Pack the stands, roll Scots, the whole thing.
For every single sporting event on campus.
Scots.
Roll Scots. Roll Scots. But once again, Thomas, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Ended up signing to Marion University. It's an NAIA in Indianapolis. Played 5 seasons there, and then transferred to Murray State in Kentucky. Was there for 6 months, and then just situation just didn't fit, and then hit the portal again. Found the borough, and just fell in love with the coaches here and committed here.
Here we are.
And here we are, on Tailgate Talk.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. But Alex, I believe you got the first question.
Yeah, so you're just giving a little background. California kid. California high school football is pretty intense.
Yeah, it is.
So, on that topic, how did your time in high school football prepare you for challenges that you face at the collegiate level, and what were some of the challenges making that leap to the next level?
So I went to a small private school, so we were always playing schools that were always bigger than us, stronger than us, school population, all that stuff. So coaches were always very, they always harped us and stuff like that. Coach was very tough. So what really helped us was just preparing me for the collegiate level, was just being able to be coachable. Just being able to look at a coach in the eye and say yes sir, and making that adjustment. And then the leap that I've made from high school to college was really just the speed of the game,
Yeah.
Complete different. Obviously from NAIA to D1 to D2, just the speed of the game is a huge difference in all aspects, and that's really was that.
So, obviously, when you're in sports, there's always points in games where there is a lot of situations where a lot of pressure can be put on your shoulders.
For sure.
I mean, you were in that RMU game weeks ago, so and obviously you've been in I'm sure a lot of high pressure situations. But how do you mentally prepare for those high pressure situation games per se? Like obviously you see Robert Morris and you go, man, all right, they're D1, but let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can thrive under pressure and go from there.
Honestly, like really, the biggest key is just to treat every play like just do your 111th. We preach that, do your 111th every play, and then after that play, you just forget about it, and then on to the next. Want to know every day kind of thing, but just visualize yourself. Most importantly, just most importantly, just visualizing yourself that like, hey, like in this time of the game, like this situation can happen, and also like with film review, like film study, like tendencies and stuff like that. That also comes a long way. That also goes a long way. So,
I mean, yeah, and I feel like the number one problem for a lot of people, and this goes in any sport, where if you let the pressure get into your head, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're done.
You really just gotta shake it off. If something bad happens, you just gotta shake it off. It's just it just comes with being coachable too. It's just on to the next play. I had a coach who used to always say, have long-term memory. Like, don't forget about the play, remember about it, right. But like at the same time, like it's just on to the next.
Yeah, for sure. And you were talking about it, you played 5 years at Mary, and then you were at Murray State shortly, and then hit the portal again, came here. A big part of that in your recruitment here was that veteran presence, that, ability to be a leader and that ability to, provide experience for the younger guys. So with all that experience that you've gained over the years of playing collegiate football, what would your advice be for incoming freshmen?
Honestly, the biggest one is being coachable. Obviously, you want to come in, you want to go into a program, and you want to be a guy, but you might have guys in front of you or you might not. And the number one thing is just being coachable. And then step number 2 is just, being accountable.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's a huge one. And then, because, if a staff's not going to trust you, if a staff can't trust you, then, it's going to be tough to be on the field. And then number 3 is just really just get your head in the playbook, the more you know the playbook, the more chances you're going to have on the field because, it's a long season and people do go down, and you never know when your time's going to be called. And, I always like to say every big game is going to have a young guy that's going to have to step up.
Yeah, and that's, like you said, the film, you were talking about film study earlier and everything too, it really isn't a lot. Like, even in high school, that was always my coaches were always 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
You watch film 30 minutes a day, you end up watching 3.5 hours of film a week.
Literally.
Like, it adds up really fast, and it really 30 minutes can do a lot for you in terms of film study. It can do a lot. So.
And like you play football for so long, it's like you start seeing certain looks, and you just have that gut feeling that hey, like this might happen.
Yeah. You start to pick up on tendencies, especially teams that you play year after year, stuff like that.
Especially when you get going, you're just like, okay, like, boom, this is my 3rd drive. Like, hey, they're starting to like to do this. And you just start picking up on that stuff real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like to say this after the advice question. Like, a lot of people, I feel like, are like afraid to walk up to people and be like, hey, what do we do, whatever. So like we
step on toes. Yeah.
Exactly. So like we like to have this to, just in case if somebody's watching, just to preface that it is okay to walk up, for example, to Adrian to ask this, to walk up to CJ to ask this, to walk up to whoever. Like,
even if you're not an athlete, but if you are an athlete, I can promise you no coach is ever going to get mad at you for asking questions.
Yeah.
They are never going to get mad about that.
No matter if it's a stupid one. They might give you a look, but, Yeah,
they'll give you crap for it.
Yeah, but, it's better to just ask it than to not ask it at all.
Yeah, because, like, if you don't ask and you are wondering, man, what do I do here? And you do the wrong thing.
And then you make that mistake. Yeah.
That's worse.
That's worse, especially if the guy in front of you just did it, and you're just like, oh, was that the right thing or was that not?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's big time. I didn't even think about that for sure.
Exactly. But all right, next question before rapid fire and our last question. What specific achievements or milestones do you hope to see the team accomplish this season?
I just want us to attack every day, attack every day. Want to know. That's been a huge emphasis from Coach Nolf lately. Want to know every day, want to know every week. And then obviously the PSAC championship, as crazy as it sounds like, or not really crazy as it sounds, but like it's still ahead of us, like even though we just lost to the people in the green, we could still win out and, and we could still be playing for PSAC championship, so.
Yeah, still give ourselves a chance.
Exactly, so.
Just got to attack it.
Just got to keep attacking every day.
Yeah, absolutely. But all right. I warned you.
I know, all right.
And of course, as you can tell,
this is the only worry I've had.
Like you could tell from the way we've been talking, no, he does not know what the blindside question is. And again, we are going to say this for all the athletes.
You can research this if you want.
Gabe researched it.
Yeah, Hulse ready. He was like, I'm not going in here without knowing this question.
Yeah,
did he?
You do not have, and a lot of people do like to be surprised though.
Okay.
But you do not have to wait until we record to look at the blindside question.
We do appreciate all of you keeping the culture, though.
Exactly.
Because this question could be ruined easily. Like,
Exactly.
it could easily be ruined.
I
But
thought you guys like maybe changed it or something like that. So
We
I was just
could.
like,
if people start doing research more often, we might switch it up a little bit.
We could, but nobody does it, so here we are. But yeah, so it's basically just a bunch of basic questions, just about you and stuff, and then go into the more hard-hitting questions.
All right, we got it.
All right, Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
There we go.
Yes.
Favorite food?
Enchiladas.
There we go.
Mexican food, so gotta love it.
Favorite sport to watch other than football?
Baseball.
Yeah!
Oh, he's a baseball guy.
I'm a baseball guy, you know.
Yes. What team?
Giants, even though we
yeah.
had a
True.
horrible season, but it's all good.
Yeah, Pirates fan.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be a pleasure trading Paul Skeens win in a few years. Favorite sport to play other than football?
Golf. I got into golf like 2 years ago, and I love it.
Go-to pregame song?
No Love by Eminem.
Ooh.
Okay. Favorite movie of all time?
Blindside.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite TV show of all time?
Friday Night Lights.
There we go. Pregame ritual.
I always have to eat a Snicker bar on game day.
How did I not know that?
As weird as it sounds. Like, I don't care if I have to eat it in the morning or whatever, just gotta have a Snicker bar.
It's like your pre-workout.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I think it just like helps my stomach too settle down.
Turf or grass?
Grass.
If you ran the 40 right now, what would your time be?
After getting caught on the interception against RMU, people might say like a 5.2, but like I say like a 4.6 around there. You know, if you let me warm up, you know.
Favorite safety of all time?
Darwin James.
There we
He's
go.
a dog.
Yeah.
You know, I called it whenever he got drafted that he was going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Loved
No one
watching
believed
him
me.
at Florida State, and then
Animal.
And then obviously he's been killing in the league.
Actually, I just came up with two on the fly because since you just said you were a baseball guy. But next one, favorite football player of all time?
All time, Ronnie Lott. My dad and I used to always just watch Ronnie Lott videos. Or
right.
Frank Gore.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's a classic.
All right. You have to erase one from history.
Oh, gosh.
Buster Posey, Madison Bumgarner, Barry Bonds.
Oof, I'm a Barry Bonds guy, so I can't do that. Buster Posey was a GOAT for us, so I got to go Bumgarner, you know, even though he was a goated pitcher for the Giants.
I have a strong dislike for him, and I think you know what game I'm talking about.
The only dislike I have for him is when he went to the Diamondbacks. But other than that, no beef with him at all.
Actually, I hate Brandon Crawford more.
See, I'm a Crawford guy too.
The 8-0 wild card loss in 2014 at PNC Park.
Oh God.
But yeah, all right. I warned you.
Okay, the blindside question.
Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
Favorite, I would have to say.
Oh, he's I think prepared.
Oof. I'm a defensive guy, so I'm gonna stick with my defensive people. I gotta say C.J. Wilder or Tristan, the Wilder brothers. They're practically one, you know. They play hard. They run around, you know, and even when they do, like if they do mess up, you know, they just mess up at 100%, and like, you know, you gotta love that as a teammate. And you know, they're good teammates too. You know, they hold people accountable in a good way, and in a good way. You know, they don't just yell at you at a young guy or whatever, younger or older. You know, just in a coach way. You know, it's kind of like having a second coach on the field, which is good. So, gotta say CJ, and then I just love Treddy, just the way he just freaking hums to the ball. You know.
So I feel like the biggest thing that helped contribute to my PR was just my culture at my high school. Like, sports are such a big deal, and my coach just really instilled into us hard work, and it wasn't really an option to kind of be lazy, you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So yeah, shout out to Bill Dennison for that. He really helped me become the runner that I am today, and I'm definitely grateful for that. And as for the labels of all conference and everything, I feel like at the time I didn't really hold on to that.
Yeah,
I
for
kind
sure.
of cared more about
my time and making it to state. I feel like that was just my number one goal in high school, and that was the thing that I was most proud of.
Yeah, and I'm about to roast us here. In a
Oh
second.
God.
Yeah, Alex, I feel like if we ran in a cross country meet, we'd probably last like 5 minutes.
Sorry, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
No. You last 2 minutes because then your knees.
I would blow my knee out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then
Precisely my point.
And then I'll be going like this and somehow tear my labrum.
Yeah, just gonna throw the shoulder out.
Yeah.
Just a little crack.
But so we got an anonymous tip that you took first this past Saturday. So talk about the prep you had to do to get ready for that, and what goes through your head when you get first, or you're looking at the scene and you go, I think I get first here.
So the prep is definitely like what I would do before every race week, and what I kind of try to keep like my schedule on regularly. So I don't feel like I do anything like in particular. I mean, a big thing for me is getting enough sleep. So like 8 hours, especially before like a race, is super important, and like 2 nights before a race. I use like our Normatec boots, things like that, hydrating. It's all the little things that add up, and I try to do anyways, so it's not like anything super crazy before race week. But also just like mentally, that's a big thing for me, preparing and feeling like I'm ready to go out there. Like that's the most important thing on race week.
Right.
Yeah.
The prep that I can't even imagine for runners.
No, yeah.
I can't even imagine.
No, it's wild.
Like I literally dread like walking into the gym and running on the treadmill for like
Yeah.
10 minutes, and then like so.
Well, as a thrower, do you know what my prep was before I got started at meets?
Absolutely nothing.
I would walk up to the javelin lane, stand there, stretch for about 5 minutes, put some biofreeze on every joint of my body, and just chuck it. So,
There you go.
I mean, it kind of worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one that we ask a lot. This is one I think we've asked in pretty much every athlete interview.
Yeah, we try to because we like to like just.
Yeah, we
never
like
know
to
who's watching.
we like to get this perspective for people. So, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen, athletes or not? Doesn't really matter. Just like coming into college.
My freshman year was like a very monumental year for me, just because I feel like it's such a big adjustment going from high school, having your parents for everything, like always feeling comfortable. So my first year I definitely felt really uncomfortable, and I would say like that goes for anyone, athlete or not, is coming to a new place and being on your own, like doing your own laundry, things like that. So I would say like try to get more independent your senior year and like start to learn how to do those things. That way it's not as much of an adjustment for you. But also just like freshman year is, I always say like it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. Like it's great because you come in and you have no pressure, you have no expectations, like you don't have anyone relying on you. So you can kind of just go out, and like for me, I could just go out and run, and it was fun, and I didn't ever overthink really. Like I kind of just ran. So I would say definitely like really appreciate that, because as you get older, your team starts to rely on you and you have more responsibilities. So it's nice to just be able to do your thing without pressure. And I would say appreciate that and rely on your teammates. Like that is what got me through freshman year, is having upperclassmen, girls to look up to that will kind of guide you along the way because they've been through it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. And once again, like we frequently bring this up. Like, there's some people that are afraid to ask questions.
Yeah,
like
that's kind of why we do this.
And it's kind of like all you got to do is get past your freshman year, and everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, just make it.
Exactly. But all right, last question before rapid fire. By the way, she did do her research.
She did her research.
She knows the question. Quick, Alex, think of a new one. No, I'm just kidding.
I was actually thinking about trying to find a new one, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to in time.
No. But so as you look ahead to your remaining time at Edinburgh, what specific accomplishments or experiences are you hoping to achieve athletically, and actually I'll add on to that too, academically too?
Well, I'm a nursing major, so I'm looking forward to the collective side. I'm looking forward to graduating, but also just like soaking up the time I have left to like learn before I'm a nurse on my own. And I would say just like making the most of my practicum, things like that. And then athletically, I feel like I have so many goals. Like I would really like to qualify individually for nationals this year, which means getting top 5 in the region. And as a team, I would love to qualify. We're ranked 3rd right now.
There you go.
And we need 3rd place at least to qualify and go to nationals in California. So I really want to do that. And as for like my indoor and outdoor track season, I would like a nice 5K PR would be nice. I haven't had a solid 5K PR in a year or two. So I would like to do that. And then for the 10K, I would like to run a Provo and hopefully run fast enough to qualify for nationals in the spring. And at conference, my goal is to win the 10K.
There we go.
She got goals.
I was ready for that one.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to hit my PR, but totally different than your PR. You know.
Same.
PR nightmare. Okay. Rapid fire. So, basic questions first, and then I'm gonna be real honest. I don't remember right after that, other than the blind side.
Okay.
All right. First one. Favorite sport to watch.
I would say baseball.
Yeah!
Ah, she's a baseball kid. That's crazy.
Wait. Because I read your bio, because you're from Ohio. Guardians fan?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're nice.
Yeah.
There you go. But here's the thing.
We're doing good.
See, here's the thing. I would love for the Guardians to make it to the World Series, but like, Yankees and Mets World Series would be pretty cool. But like, I can't make fun of the Yankees anymore, so like, yeah. But
really a sad day. We can still make fun of the White Sox though.
Yeah. Benny, why did you leave? Okay. All right. Favorite sport to play other than track and field?
I used to do softball, and I really, really liked softball, so I would say that.
There we go. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke. I'm a big Diet Coke, Cherry Coke girl.
Oh, it's all downhill from here with Diet Coke.
Yeah. Coke is like undefeated in that rapid fire
Really?
question. Yeah, it's like we've gotten like a Dr. Pepper every once in a while, but I don't know that we've ever gotten a Pepsi over a Coke in this, honestly.
It's funny because like I forget who said because like Coach Jennings said Dr. Pepper, but like was like trying to remind like, oh yeah, we were like, no, you can say Dr. Pepper. Kaylee's was like on business, like
instant Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. But all right, favorite food.
I'm gonna say chocolate. I mean, I have a lot, but chocolate.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go to warm up song.
Bad Pipes, obviously.
That's the correct answer, right?
Come on, roll Scotties, baby.
Roll Scots. Favorite movie.
I really like the Hunger Games series.
They're good.
Yeah.
I like them too.
Mhm.
Favorite TV show of all time.
I love Breaking Bad and and The Office. I can't pick between those. They're so different, but
So different, but great shows.
yeah.
What inspired you to start running competitively?
I started running in like 4th grade because all my friends were doing like a 5K together. So I just kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna run now, I guess.
The way it works.
Pre-meet rituals.
A big thing is like I have to put on Blistex before I race, and it has to be Blistex. Like it can't be chapstick.
I love people's pre-competition rituals. It's so great.
This one's weird, but I have to cut my toenails before I race. Like it's just a big thing for me. It's just I don't know why, but I've just always done it. And then of course like braid my hair. My roommate Lexi always does my hair, and yeah, I would say those are my big ones.
What didn't Adrian say that he eats a Snickers before every football game? I love it.
He did. Favorite place to run.
Edinburgh, like anywhere in Edinburgh. It's beautiful
place.
here.
It is.
It's amazing. We run on gun range, our gun range loop, and that's one of my favorites. I mean, it's beautiful. So.
We've got an Edinburgh Patriot over here.
Right here. All right. What's your proudest moment in your track career? Or cross country, doesn't matter.
I would have to say when we won indoor PSAC for the first time ever in history. That was an iconic moment.
That's
and
awesome.
That's pretty amazing to be a part of.
This is as far as I can zoom in, but you can see what number 12 says.
Yes.
But I'm going to word it differently, though.
Okay.
It's the same question, but I'm going to word it differently, so it makes sense. Favorite teammate on the track and field team?
So this is my current teammate, Lexi Trax. We've just been friends like since my freshman year. We instantly hit it off, and we've just been through thick and thin together.
So I was kind of soft my sophomore year. Like I wrestled like 195. Then my junior year I wrestled 160. So like to change my body up, I practiced 7 days a week, ran like probably 6, lifted every day, like 5 days a week. Like running in the summertime was like I run 4 miles every day. Yeah, it would be like I'd run in the morning and then lift in the morning, and then I'd go to practice, and I'd come home and do some sort of like footwork drills, and then go to bed and do it all over again. Then during the season, it was like I'd go to high school practices and then club practice. Then on the weekends, it was like club practice Saturday, 2 club practices on Sundays. Like I'd go to State College and wrestle with 4M and M2. So.
Yeah, I mean, saying just wrestling at State College is pretty big.
Yeah,
in the history of Penn.
it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it was like Sundays was breakfast club in the morning at 8 a.m. Then 4 or it was 6 a.m. I think was breakfast club with the Nittany Line Wrestling Club, and then go to 4M at 10, and then that was like 10 to 11:30. Then at 2 o'clock was M2. Go there.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
It's a gauntlet. It's
Yeah,
a lot of
'cause
work.
I was playing catch up. I mean, I wasn't that good, so.
Well, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, it goes into our next question. So, wrestling is, obviously, as we've been talking about, it's a gauntlet. It's really tough. There's a lot you gotta do. So, come match day, getting ready, what's like your routine from, the time you wake up until you're stepping on the mat?
So like a dual meet, I mean, if it's depends on what time the match starts. It's like wake up, check my weight, see if I'm over, go get a workout in, come back, sleep until weigh-ins, go weigh in, drink water, refuel, and then relax a little bit, chill off, and then warm up for the match, then put in some music, listen, get ready 4 matches before I'm up. I'm getting re-warmed up, getting the heart rate back up, and then stepping on the mat, ready to go to war.
Ready to go to war.
Ready to go to war. Now, with that question, and like obviously, well, here's the thing. I love when people do this, but are you one of those people where like once my headphones are in, nobody talk to me?
No, I'm not, because I like to stay relaxed. I can't get too hyped up or you gas out.
Then that's fair.
You know what? There was a kid that I went to high school with. He was a really good wrestler, and he was like that too. He was like super chill, like super like stayed unwind, like tried to stay unwound before a match.
Yeah, I like to have fun. I don't want to get too.
Well, the best part was he was like a lightweight wrestler, but he was insane. And before his match, he would just sit there and he would read a book, and then he would just like close his book, take his glasses off, step on the mat, beat the ever living hell out of a kid in like a minute, and then just walk back off the mat, go back, pick his book back up, go right back to what he was doing. It was like the most aura I've ever seen with like a wrestler before, because like that kind of thing is just like some guys are like super hyper aggressive. They they got to get wound up before a match, and then there's guys like like you said, you got the headphones in, or like him, he's just sitting there reading his book, and he's just like, I'm just ready, like just ready to go. Aura. Exactly.
Aura. Yeah. Screw you, Dom, for cutting me out of that post. Yeah. Dom posted.
We referenced it on camera. It's justified, all right?
Yeah. Dom made a post on his Instagram saying Aura, and
it's just me and Dom, and Mike's cropped out of it.
Do I get aura for being on the show?
Absolutely,
dude. You
for
got
sure.
An immense amount of aura. But no, I am in that post though, Shady, because I'm in the background talking from the man from Delaware while Dom's hugging Hulse. So I'm in the post, but I'm in the background.
Shady's dying back.
Damn.
Yeah, breaking the fourth wall. We have our next athlete spotlight. Chilling, running the teleprompters right now.
Yeah. You know what? And also for Dom, he said he was gonna show up today. Yeah. He's gonna show up.
What the heck, Dom? I didn't even know that.
I think he might still be sick, actually.
Oh, yeah, he was sick yesterday.
It depends. If he shows up at class later, then I have my answer. But all right. Next question. We like to ask this question. Just people coming in. Just never know who's watching and stuff. What advice would you give incoming freshmen coming in for their first year?
It's gonna be hard. You just gotta get through it. Like the preseason's gonna be really tough, and I'd say like you gotta change your body, harden up your body coming in, and be in good shape when you're coming in. Like our coach always says, like you should be in A- shape when you come in, because it's like preseason isn't time to get into shape. It's just time to like improve on your shape, and be like perform better.
Shout out Coach Hill.
Yeah.
Need to have him on the show at some point.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's a stud.
He is a stud. I love that guy.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, again, I like to preface this again because at the end of this question, like a lot of people are scared to ask questions and everything. So again, we like to we like to say, it's okay if you got a question.
I think another thing for freshmen too is that they need to like be prepared. They're gonna get beat up on, and they shouldn't be discouraged because of it. Like they think they're gonna come in and beat everyone in the room, but most likely they're gonna get beat up on by everyone in the room.
It's just the way it goes.
It's just how good. Yeah. It's just
you take your lumps, you take your beatings.
You're paying your dues.
Yes.
You get better from it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
There you go. But Alex.
So yeah, going forward, you know, it's really funny to know that the wrestling program, it's like we're all D2 sports, and then we just have like one D1 program kind of in the middle of it. It's really interesting thinking about that. Obviously, you guys face some pretty strong competition.
Yes.
Being in the MAC and everything like that. So you can answer this for yourself as an individual as well. Absolutely, feel free. But what else do you want to see, like as like a collective? Like, what do you want to see this team accomplish this year?
As a collective, like I'm redshirting this year, but next year I want to be a national qualifier.
Okay.
That's my individual goals. But as a collective, I want to see like me and half our team qualify for nationals this year. I want to see us place top 3 at the max, and then hopefully win it next year. I mean, hopefully win it this year, but take top 3 at least, and
Get
then
yourself set.
I want to see like have a winning record this season in dual meets. I want to see it, you know, some guys on the podium at nationals. I mean, Ryan Burgos and Jared McGill. I want to see them on the podium with Colton Camacho, all of them.
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Burgos. The reason I'm not saying shout out the other guys because I don't know who they are.
Burgos, shout out Burgos and McGill.
There you go. But yeah. So we're gonna go into rapid fire now. Shady, I'm going to give you an option here. When we get to the blind side, if you want to be surprised, you can walk out of the room for the blind side. But no, I need you. Until we get to the blind side.
We'll practice it before we say it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Shady wants to be surprised.
He wants to be
surprised. Okay.
It's not that bad.
No.
It's just the way, unless you did your research.
No, I didn't.
Here we go. But you'll be good.
worried.
Yeah, you'll be good. But
it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool under pressure.
And then of course the last question, the grateful question. But all right, first one. Favorite sport to watch?
UFC or football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What'd you think of the fights the other night?
They were good. They were really good. I had to watch replays because my buddy thought they were on at 10, so we missed them.
Oh,
that's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, favorite sport to play other than wrestling?
Favorite sport to play other than wrestling? Spike ball or pickleball?
Ooh,
good choices.
Interesting.
I'm terrible at spike ball.
I love spike ball.
Spike ball.
Love spike ball. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke Zero.
There you go.
Cherry Coke Zero.
There you go.
Got to meet those weight requirements.
I was gonna say I was either expecting you to say that or you don't drink any. Those are the two.
Oh, that's exactly what I was expecting. Yeah.
I am a Diet Mountain Dew guy though.
Oh, there you go. Diet Dew.
That's what
there
I
you go. You can say Dr. Pepper too if you wanted to. Or
yeah,
sorry.
not Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, favorite food.
Favorite food, pizza.
Yeah.
There we go. Actually, it should have been favorite food after the season because then you can actually like.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah. Is it pizza? It's
yeah.
Okay. All right, favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie of all time, Bronx Tale.
Oh, that's such a good one, dude. Absolutely, I love that.
Favorite TV show of all time.
That 70s Show.
Ooh. Okay, Joe approves. Go-to pre-match song.
Rockstar by Hardy.
Ooh, interesting. I like that one.
Okay. Favorite match of your career.
Favorite match of my career. Probably be in high school. I had lost in this tournament in the quarterfinals, and the kid lost in the semifinals, and I wrestled back for 3rd and 4th and then pinned him.
Oh,
pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that felt good.
Oh yeah. All right. Funniest teammate.
Jared McGill.
All right. I like this one. Shady, since the blind side's next, I'll leave it up to you. He wants to be surprised. Okay, so going into the Olympics, the committee tells you to pick one wrestler on the Edinburgh team. Mm-hmm. Who are you sending?
I'd send Ryan Burgos because he's really good at freestyle. I mean, he's our national qualifier. He's tough. Or Jeremy Gill, because he's really tough. He can, I don't know, I'd trust him to get it done, to wrestle hard, to represent. So those two, they'd represent well.
There we go.
Damn
So
straight.
I actually told you we only had 11, but now I just thought of one on the top of my head.
Okay.
All right, favorite UFC fighter of all time.
Favorite UFC, Matt Hughes.
There we go. All right, blindside. Favorite Edinburgh wrestler that is not yourself.
Favorite Edinburgh wrestler that's not myself would be, let me think.
He's doing good, but people always have to.
It has to be like probably like Chris Honeycutt or Josh Koscheck. They were just tough. I mean, Josh was a national champ, but I also liked watching Chris Honeycutt.
There you go.
There we go. Unfazed.
He was so ready.
Yeah, he was ready.
Without even knowing the question, he was ready.
It was such a surreal feeling.
It was.
Like the game was over, and I'm sitting here waiting for like a flag or something, or like a camera to come out. You just walked the prank. Like I'm like.
We think we're playing a football game.
Listen, everybody's getting hype. I'm waiting for the hidden cameras. I'm looking over the gate on our sideline, like, where is this hidden camera crew at? Like, what's going on?
You just walk up to Coach. Stop screwing with me. Like
is
it?
I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Did we actually just win that game?
But like, it's really like that game. You just had to be there.
It was
because we were balling.
I wish I was.
And we had so much Burrow faithful at that game too. Like there was a lot of Burrow fans at that football game.
Yeah, we did come deep. Our fans definitely slid through.
Yeah.
But like watching that game, it was truly you had if you know it was in a if you know situation. That was our team playing at everybody was balls to the wall. We're all flying to the ball. Offense was producing often and very consistently. You know,
efficiently, effectively,
all of that. You know, and I think biggest thing, it felt great because RMU they recruited me, but like after my visit, I guess I just wasn't tall enough. Ghosted me, so it felt great to get back.
I didn't even ask the question. He just answered the question perfectly.
Listen. I'm just saying, walking across that field, it was just like
that handshake line at the 50 at the end of the game.
I don't mean to be that guy, but
the only reason why I moved my do that again, Alex. I was gonna say stay put. Alex, do that again. Okay. So for our thumbnail, I cut everybody out and put it like on the bottom left corner. There we go.
Got it.
There we go.
Perfect.
But yeah, so the question was, you know, being a Pittsburgh guy, how was it for you beating a D1 school? And talk about the mindset the entire game. But you said it perfectly.
Yeah, the mindset,
like you said, balls to the wall, every play, just ripping, going.
Going into it, you know, everybody like, if you asked anybody else outside of Edinburgh's team, you know, they're like, yeah, bro, they're playing a D1 school, bro. They're about to get fried. You know, everybody referenced Duquesne. Oh, you saw what happened at Duquesne the year before. Yeah. They're gonna get absolutely dog walked.
49-7, like 5 guys got hurt.
They're like, oh, they're gonna get dog walked by RMU. But if you were in the room with us before we traveled, you would have known that was not how we came into the game.
Bro, that's like
came out swinging. D-line was aggressive all week. You know, that was when, you know, everybody's like, yeah, man, these are the guys, they're D1 offensive linemen. But, you know, at the end of the day, I tell everybody this all the time, ball is ball.
Ball is ball.
Ball is ball.
I'm going to make him mad right now. Because, you know what was happening after that game. RMU was getting them Southern boys, them Texas recruits, all that. And then all the news outlets afterwards were like, hey, them Whippio boys was running with the Texas kids. Them Whippio kids were running with the boys from Texas. They beat them.
Shout out PA.
Most
underrated
football,
state of football, you know.
Yeah,
Everybody talks about Texas, talk about Pennsylvania. Trust.
Whippio in specific.
Definitely Whippio in specific. I don't know about a certain districts.
Hey, we're all Pennsylvania here, so.
But yeah, no, bro. Like seriously, like getting off the bus when we got to RMU, even it was like it was a business trip.
It was, and that was how he treated it too.
And you know, I mean, every game is obviously we treat every game the same. But,
absolutely.
Like, there was just something about like the energy in the air for that game, and like it felt so special for like me too, because like obviously I love working for Coach Nolf.
Right.
I wouldn't work for, like, I seriously wouldn't want to have my first football work experience be with any other coach than Coach Nolf. Like, genuinely, I would not.
Right.
And, like, knowing that, like, that's his alma mater we're walking back into.
Yeah.
And, like, I can point in the direction out of the stadium and be like, hey, behind that tree line, my house is right there. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I would hear that. Like, I would be laying in my bed on a Saturday night as a kid, and I would hear that stadium going crazy for an RMU football game. So, like, walking into Walton Stadium, knowing that it's Coach Nolf's alma mater, knowing that I grew up hearing those football games every weekend of my life. Like, it was just something, there was something so surreal about that game. Like, before the game started, when we were, like, getting ready for, like, specialists to come out, like, right before specialists came out, Coach Nolf was out there talking to the refs before the game and everything, you know, doing all the game ball stuff and everything. And I just kind of stood there. I stood on, like, their scoreboard side in their end zone, and I just kind of looked around, and I just kind of stood there for a few minutes and just took a deep breath. And looked around at everything around me.
Take it all in.
Took it all in.
You had to.
And it was my first road game, too.
Yeah.
It was my first travel.
That was your first road game?
Yeah.
Being there,
That was
listen.
I mean, if you want to count Fairmont.
We don't count.
Like,
dude, imagine being from West Virginia, seriously. Imagine.
That last defensive stand that we had.
The 4th and 1 stuff? Or the
Not even.
safety?
Honestly, no, because that wasn't the last. That wasn't the last one. That goal line stand. Not our goal line, their goal line.
Yeah.
Listen, when he called the play in the huddle, I went back to the sideline and I said, this is a safety. 1,000%.
I set it up top.
I said it 1,000%. He made the call, and I'm like, this is going to be a safety. And we're going to get the lead right now. See, because up to that point, you know, there are times, you know, our team, we sometimes have, like, little fall-offs, you know, momentum switches.
Yeah.
Momentum switches affect our team a little crazy sometimes. So, you know, I think at that point there was like and then, you know, first of all,
Reed's
let's
kick.
not forget about talking about that, all right? Because we're gonna talk about the goal line stand, but we're also gonna talk about how Reed just listen. I'm on the sideline.
74.
I'm on the sideline just.
He's watching like a shooting star.
And then I see Trady stop. You know, Trady bounce it back, and then we recovered it. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Unbelievable effort play.
That was a crazy play. And then the safety right after that, energy on the sidelines up, man. And then the offense comes out. They didn't score, but they pretty much sealed, like they sealed the deal.
Yeah, we ran them out of timeouts.
Yeah, we ran them out of
kicked the ball
timeouts.
back to them.
Offense sealed the deal, and then we knew what was going to happen. We knew they were going to do the Hail Mary thing,
Or
the,
like
the,
the
the under
thing,
stupid.
yeah.
I was like, all right, that was crazy. And then right after that feeling was crazy, man. That was a surreal feeling.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I said the same thing. I was up in the crow's nest. I was filming. I was standing up there, so I had a great view of the game the whole time. You know, I was up there, like it was kind of terrifying actually. But like I was standing there, and we punted that ball down to their one, and then they broke their huddle, and I looked at that they were empty, and I was like, oh my God. I turned to Franzi because he was recording with me. I was like, Sean, like this is, I can't believe. I was like in utter disbelief. I was like speechless. I was like, dude, they're coming out and empty?
Yeah,
On their own one?
Yeah, nah.
Tie game?
You
with
heard,
a minute left?
You heard it here. I play Madden, okay? I'm no OC. Empty on our own one. I'm no OC.
He said, I ain't no Coach White, but wow.
Oh, and then on top of that, you were bold enough to pass the ball.
Yeah, you didn't run a quarterback blast or a quarterback draw, nothing like that. They ran a deep route concept. They ran verts with a shallow, dude.
I'm just saying, you thought your dudes were better, I guess.
But that Whippy boy said no.
Oh my God.
All right. Oh, great. That was great. It's definitely a moment that, like, everybody, if you're on that team, you're gonna.
I will never forget that game.
I think, I mean, honestly, just for the Borough period.
Yeah.
You know, hearing about it on the articles, you know. Yeah. Articles were out in like 15 minutes.
Hear it on Tailgate Talks.
What, Fredo, Teagan, and Reed on Erie News Now with Coach Nolf?
Hey, they can join the club.
Dude, Tristan Waldier made an article on ESPN like 15 minutes after.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Dude, I actually didn't know that. Actually, I didn't know that.
They messed up his name.
How can you mess up a Wall of
So they
Deer's
put
name?
Tristan.
Oh God.
It is.
That's so ironic.
It is foul to mess up.
They
a
put
Wall
Tristan.
Deer.
They put ESPN.
Come on. What are you
Tristan?
Doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
They put Tristan
What are you doing?
instead of Tristan.
What are you doing? Kind of
He
like.
posted it on his story and removed the I.
God.
It was just a space. It was Tristan. And.
Anyway, so next question. Obviously, you heard us when we had Joey on here, so you understand why we do this. But what advice would you give incoming freshmen coming in for their first year?
I would tell them to take it all in. You know, just stop every once in a while. Take a breath of the fresh air. Because at the end of the day, you realize that someone else isn't getting some of the opportunities that you are.
Right.
So along with those lines, you know, when you're going through things, you know, step through it with confidence. Because I guarantee you're a freshman, you think you don't know much, but you might know more than another freshman. And you wouldn't know that because nobody's going to tell you that they don't know something.
No.
So, you know, when you're going through things, sports, school, it doesn't really matter. Both ways, just go into things confident. Because questioning a lot of things, you know, it doesn't put you in the best place to capitalize on your opportunities.
Yeah, you just got.
So you got to step in with confidence, no matter what it is. You know, your thing, make your thing your thing. Step in confidence with whatever you're best at. Just put that best foot forward and make the best of that, because that's really what it comes down to. Because I know myself, when I came in, you know, I was a guy. Reference to my name, I was in the back of the room. You know, I'm just quiet, not talking to anybody. It's kind of that's the other half of my nickname story, if you didn't know.
Because you look shady sitting in the back of the room.
It's summer. I had a full black fit on hoodie, black sweatpants, black shoes. I'm in the back, not talking to nobody. Came in, both AirPods in, didn't even talk to Pap. No, none of them. Just sat in the back, gave Pap a fist bump, sat in the back, didn't talk to anybody. And they were like, "Yeah, that's a shady individual." And they were like, "What school did you go to?" Went to Shadeside Academy. And I remember Avery and Ennis looked around, and they all just said shady at the same time. That's how I got. But like,
shout out Avery.
The concept is like, you know, sit in the front of the classroom. Like Nolf says it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's corny." But like, dude, sit in the front of the classroom.
No, it's a fact.
Yeah.
There's not a single class I have with football players where they're not sitting in the front of the classroom.
Sit in the front of the classroom. Sit in the back. What are you doing in the back? Just taking up space in the back of the room.
Doing Coach Fern. What are you doing? You smoking the cig back here? What are you doing?
You know the deal. Basic questions about you. Go for it. All right, first blindside. What's your opinion on Tony Papley?
My opinion on Tony Papley.
I just came with that on the top of my head.
Yo, big energy guy.
Huge juice guy.
Big
Insane
energy guy.
Juice guy.
That's
my guy right there, for real.
Listen, no lie. If you don't have any E on Saturday, he's got some in the tank for you. Promise you that.
I'll donate.
Actually, perfect segue, real quick, to see what you get your opinion. Have him shave his beard and keep his goatee. Look at him and think of Papley.
Oh God.
I'm not doing it. Trust. I'm not doing it.
Big energy guy. Listen, the thing about Pap, the one thing you're gonna know, he cares.
Oh, so much. Unbelievable.
He definitely cares. And he's a guy who stresses the little things. You know, the little things you do, the little things you do here is gonna affect the big things you do later. Great coach. You know, he was one of the guys, you know, I came in, he was like, "Listen, you're not big. I know that, you know that. But if you can play, I'm gonna get you on the field." And you know, I didn't hear that from most coaches in my recruiting process. So when he said that to me, I'm like, let's get it, sign me up today. Let's get it, sign me up today. I love his energy.
That, though. He don't doubt anybody.
I loved his energy, man. Listen, but the one thing, you know, he cares a lot. You know, he's really dedicated to what he's doing. You film, nobody was gonna watch more film.
I've never seen a film junkie like Coach Pap. I love it. I love it. I would go to his house at 3 a.m. and watch film with him.
Listen,
I swear to God,
never-
I would.
All together, man. You know, it just shows, man. He cares a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. He loves what he does.
There you go.
Yeah.
He loves what he does. And he holds us
Honestly,
to a really high standard, too.
I haven't seen. Obviously, this is the first staff that I've been a part of, but I've never really, even from the outside, really experienced a collective group of dudes coaching football that care about their jobs as much as this staff does.
They care a lot.
Everyone.
You know,
Everyone.
Pap's one of those guys who really cares, you know. Takes us to the side sometimes, you know. Asks us questions like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? He stresses little things. And then it's not even just football either. You know, he'll what your class is like. Did you schedule on time?
Yeah, he's the school guy for sure. Yeah.
Oh, is he the coach that goes, get your butt to class?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, he says after our lifts every day, attack the day. You just attack the day. You got started off with a win. You got lift. Now go to class.
Eat, go to class, make someone's day.
Eat, go to class, make someone's day.
Love that.
Shout out Coach Pat.
Coach Pat. All right, time for the real rapid fire to start.
Okay.
That was funny.
That was a great blindside. I did not expect that.
And that's not even the blind side.
Great.
All right, favorite sport to watch other than football?
Other than football. Listen, man. Women's college basketball is on the
It's really on the
uptrend,
come
man.
up. Yeah.
There we go.
Watching them play is really something else.
Favorite sport to play other than not wrestling, but other than football?
Other than football? This is hard. Because I dropped basketball my sophomore year. I was not rocking with it. I guess I could say track.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess I
was
could
a
say
track kid.
I was a 100-meter sprinter. I was a 100-meter sprinter for a while. Then everybody got fast.
All right, Pepsi or Coke?
Neither.
Damn.
Neither.
Damn.
Neither.
Neither.
Do you have a different one?
Ginger ale, man.
Ooh. Good crispy ginger ale.
Ginger ale, man.
Yeah.
Ginger ale.
All right, favorite food?
Favorite food? Pulled pork.
Oof.
Bam.
There you go. Favorite movie of all time?
Remember the Titans.
Yes. Let's
Bam.
go.
Favorite TV show of all time?
TV show. Oh man. Last Chance U.
That's a
The
good
football-
show.
The football one.
There we
You
go.
know, the football one.
Go-to pregame song?
Otis
Ooh.
by Jay-Z with Ye.
Ooh. Some yay in there. Yeah.
Favorite game of your career?
Second round playoff upset to Elizabeth Forward my senior year.
Shout out Merv.
Shout out.
Funniest teammate?
Kamar Meza.
Oh, shoot.
Favorite linebacker of all time?
See, because I'm not going to be that guy who's going to give you a cheap, famous person. I'm going to give you a good one.
Mm-hmm. Who did CJ pick?
He probably said Jack Lambert or something.
Yeah, probably something like that.
I know it wasn't Jack Lambert. Might have been Ray Lewis.
Might have been.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Lawrence Taylor, man.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
Lawrence
go.
Taylor.
There we go. Question that I just thought of on the top of my head. Say one nice thing about D10.
D10 plays football.
There we go.
I guess their O-line's kind of big.
Their
Like,
lines are kind of big.
There we go. There we go.
Now, who's District 10 on the team? Do we have any District 10?
yeah. Gents D10.
Oh, wait, never mind. District 10 plays ball. District 10 plays ball. District 10 plays ball.
There you go.
Now, is it better than Whippy-O?
Moving on. All right, for the real blindside question, after I gave Shady 2 blindside questions.
He's giving me 3. I
All
got
right.
3 blind sides.
All
Okay,
right.
talk to me.
All right, favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
It's not myself.
Took Dom 5 minutes to answer this.
It took Dom 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Why?
He apologized to his teammates after. Because he was thinking about the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, special teams. Dom was overthinking the question.
Yeah,
And then we interviewed Hulse, and Dom was sitting right next to Hulse, and we asked Hulse the blind side, and he was sitting there. He was like, "God, I really."
because Dom came up with his own. Because Hulse came prepared. And
Oh yeah, Dom asked him favorite O lineman in the room, and Hulse was sitting there, and he's like, "Oh God."
Oh man, I got
Dom
mine.
was just staring at him.
I got
the whole
mine.
time.
And then he went, shout out GA Coach Brown.
I got mine, man. Karan, man.
Oh, I love
Karan
Ron.
Robinson, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
UB transfer.
Dude. He's a dude, man.
He is a dude.
He's going to be that guy, though. He's not going to get you a 70-yard touchdown. He's going to grab the ball, and he's going to drive 7 people 12 yards.
Which is
And I
funny
love
because
that.
he's not slow
No.
at all.
Nah.
But he's gonna hit you.
It's going to take 7 to bring him down, minimum.
That's the worst part. It's not either having to deal with a fast running back or a hard hitting running back. It's having to deal with a dude that's gonna
gritty
hit you
guy.
full force going 35 miles an hour.
You don't want to catch a gritty running back, man, because they don't like to touch the ground.
Nah,
they don't. And if they do, it's going to take 11 plus some, because people are pushing the pile. So the push is going to knock them halfway over anyway.
I played a lot of football, not only in college, but like throughout my life. So I always just treat the game like, we get the opportunity to go out there and play a kid's game. So I'm out there having fun. Some situations are a little bigger than others, but I try to treat them all the same way, which kind of can settle you. Kind of settle the nerves when you treat every situation the same way. Some have a little bigger implications, but I try to keep them all at the same. I try not to get too high, get too low. I try to keep it even keel throughout the game, because I know it's a whole 60-minute clip.
Yeah, it's a game. Defend grass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we just mention how this past week against Seton Hill, you pancaked that quarterback.
Manhandled that
Absolutely just boom.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
I saw the way you started coming off the edge as soon as the ball was snapped, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was just hoping that he didn't keep rolling out, and fortunately Toby kind of pulled him up by taking on a running back, and then he had to set up the throw, which gave me a little more time to get there.
Yeah, because at the very first second, like, they had a pick for a second. Like, they had a pretty good pick set, but then we managed to fly down and cover, so he had to kind of pull up for a second to try and get ready to throw the ball, and just...
Gave me a little more time to get there, so, you got to make those count every time you get to the quarterback. And,
Absolutely.
We're able to pull out a win.
Oh, for sure. But all right, next question. We try to ask this a lot. Sometimes we just forget to.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of the top questions we like to ask when we have athletes on. But what is your game prep like from the time you wake up to when you're on the field ready to go?
So I think it starts the night before. I take a shower before I go to sleep. Then I wake up maybe an hour and a half before breakfast, depending on when the game is. I'll take another shower. I pretty much already have my travel suit on a hanger, hung up already. Have everything laid out already. And then I basically go through the routine. I take a shower, brush my teeth, put everything on. I have like a weird routine where I'll take a half a cup of pickle juice, and I'll drink a full cup of water. And then, I head out the door.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of get yourself moving.
Yeah.
Get yourself ready to go.
Yeah, no doubt.
So this is one that we like to ask a lot. We've asked this on, I believe, every single one of these that we've done. Obviously, we're talking about you've played a lot of football in your life.
Yep.
You're here now as a grad student. Playing your last year here. So what advice would you have for incoming freshmen? That could be just freshmen coming to college, or freshman athletes coming into their first year of their athletics. So
take advantage of it. Every opportunity you get, whether you're playing sports or not, I think you should take advantage of it. Standard, you only get 4 years, know, so you want to make those 4 years count to your best of your ability. You want to have as much fun as you can those 4 years, because after that, you either go on to, chase more degrees, or you go and you get into the workforce. So I think you should have as much fun as you can in these 4 years. This is the only time where you'll have, I guess, a big group of people, a big pool of people all chasing one thing, which is a piece of paper at the end of the day, with all a common goal, all having fun. So I think, you just have to take advantage of the opportunities. And because after this, it gets serious.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Especially after that first year. That first year, you don't have nearly as many. You don't have the expectations yet or anything like that. You get to just kind of fly around and do your thing.
Probably one of the best times you get to develop as a person. Honing on your skills and things of that nature. So I think you just get this time to
It's a little different than high school because
Definitely.
you aren't, you don't have the big influence of your parents around. So it's more like, you get to develop friendships and relationships that'll probably take you on throughout your whole life. So
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. But yeah, like he already mentioned.
Yeah.
You are a graduate student.
Yep.
But of course, 2 games left.
Mhm.
But so if you want to answer, like, what do you want to see the team accomplish this year too? You can.
Okay.
But overall, what do you want to see Edinburgh accomplish these next few years?
So, like Alex said, this year's been like a real, it's been a crazy season.
It has been.
With just the way we've lost a couple of games. But I think that the group next year and for the end of this year, they'll be better for it. I think it puts you in a situation where, as far as a team and competitively, you can compete with anybody in the conference. I think, it builds confidence, in some of those late game situations, you have a little bit more of inexperience on the field, guys who haven't ever really been in those situations. So I think you'll be better for it next year moving forward with guys that've been able to have so many gut-wrenching games that come down to the last 2 minutes or last minute, 12 seconds. So maybe you didn't have that experience coming into this season, but we've had so many games that have gone that way that you'll be better for these next 2 weeks against Kyle and Millersville. But not only for that, but going through spring ball, and then when you progress in the next season, it won't feel so foreign. You might not be so nervous in those situations because you've been there before.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard. I mean, they were hardened last year by the injury bug. A lot of kids got hurt.
Yep.
They were hardened by that, by the experience of having to come out and play when they're maybe not ready, not experienced. And now, like you said, we've had a couple of these games that just, literally come down to one bounce not going our way,
Exactly.
or something like that. So it's going to be a hardened football team going into the spring and going into next year for sure.
Exactly.
Yep. So, all right, our favorite segment, rapid fire.
Let's do it.
Of course, I told you we couldn't tell you the blind side, but you wanted to be surprised, so we'll see. But all right, favorite sport to watch other than football?
UFC.
Oh yeah.
Favorite sport to play other than football?
Basketball, kickball.
Oh, kickball.
Oh yeah. Pepsi or Coke?
I don't drink pop.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Love that.
There we go. Favorite food?
Rice.
Oof.
Go-to pregame song?
Walk Me Into the Wild by RX.
Favorite movie of all time?
Double Take or Halloween Town.
Favorite TV show of all time?
Pair of Kings or Billy and Mandy.
Favorite.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Favorite safety of all time?
Troy Palmolive.
Turf or grass?
Grass, 100%.
As I try to get the prompter.
I don't think we've ever had a person say that they prefer turf over grass, and I totally agree.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I'd never.
I would never pick turf.
Why number 0?
Oh, this is my last shot. Had 0 years left of eligibility.
I love that.
I like that.
That's amazing.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't know that, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was the reason.
That's awesome. Favorite game of your football career?
Sectional game, sophomore year of high school. We won the first sectional championship in school history. Me and a couple of my other friends. It was like 3 sophomores on the team, and we were all in starting positions. So I was one.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there's actually 3 things 2 things I forgot. We actually do a question at the end. It's just 3 things you're grateful for. We'll get to that after the blind side. But I'll ask the same question to you that I asked Shady, and then we'll go to the actual blind side.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Tony Papley?
Is my favorite.
That's my guy, bro. Honestly, if you get the chance to be around him, he's very passionate about the sport. I think that's the most important thing. And he's a little crazy, but you need that as a defensive coordinator because it kind of fuels the other guys. You play a violent game, and he had the chance to play this game, so he plays through us. So like that fire still is in him, and he tries to instill that in us. So it's just about when you have a guy like that, it just helps you run around with your hair on fire and attack the ball.
One of these times, I mean, we kind of caught Shady off guard.
We did catch Shady off guard because you're like, we're gonna blindside you at the end, and then before the first rapid fire question, you asked him that, and he was like, "Oh, wait."
No, when we have Pat Bomb, we'll ask him, "What's your opinion on Jake Knoll?" All right, the actual blindside question. Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
Clay Cunningham.
There we go.
Yeah, Clay.
I love
There we,
Clay.
there
That's
we
my
go.
guy. Yeah, that's my dog.
He was prepared. Dom wasn't when he did it. We always,
Oh my
we,
God,
I love how we always roast him. We always roast him about
Yeah,
it.
Dom still catches strays from that.
Yeah, he just. I remember CJ said when they came back and right before we had CJ on, and they were talking about the show. Dom was just sitting there shaking his head.
He's not happy.
And then CJ, of course, picked his brother. Easy.
Yep.
Easy.
I would have picked my brother too. Yeah.
Easy answer. Easy answer.
CJ was a champ though. He did pick someone else besides his brother as well.
And he picked Clay too.
I think he did pick Clay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, without those two, I'm nothing, honestly. Like, shout out Benji and Reed for my snapper and holder, but the relationship is kind of just like that pitcher-catcher connection. Like,
yeah.
That's, I don't know if you guys play baseball. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Pitcher catching. Because my brother's a catcher. Like, certain catchers catch certain pitchers because they know their commands, they know how their pitches move, and just like for a quarterback, they like certain centers the way they snap the ball, and Benji snaps the ball perfectly, like op time. I gotta trust him that he'll get the ball fast enough back there, and then Reed was just the best holder I've ever had. I trusted him with my whole life, I'd say, just getting the ball down. I mean, that's probably more pressure than being a kicker because if you don't get the ball down, I mean, he never gave me laces. I mean, I'd say our relationship was pretty close. Like, I trusted them, they trusted me. I'd always just say, like, if anything happened in practice, like, next one. And with Benji being a freshman,
I was about to say, yeah,
like,
shout out to him.
he's a freshman. Like, when I told him he has a job, I said, dude, I trust you. I'm not the type of guy to get mad. Don't overthink it. Just snap the ball. That's all I ask. Is just snap the ball. Do your job. I'll do my job.
Yeah, and I don't think any time that, I mean, we didn't really have many errors on field goals or extra points anyway this year, but I think the only ones came from like
the line,
someone getting through in a block. Yeah, I was gonna say Benji never had a bad snap, Reed never had a bad hold.
No, he did perfect, and then Reed did it exceptionally well with the holds, and then last game of the year, of course, Benji's out with his torn shoulder, and then Reed's with a concussion. I mean, I had to regain trust with a whole new snapper. And
yeah, because who was snapping? Elo was holding, right?
Yeah, and then JT Wallach was snapping.
Oh, JT was long
which
snapping, that's right,
it felt like Benji never left because JT filled in really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of trust, a lot of faith.
Yeah, it's big time, especially for, like you said, Benji being a freshman coming in there. Just
Reed's first year holding too. I mean, he did exceptionally well.
I mean, just getting that ball back there, getting it down, and giving you a spot to be able to kick the ball.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, obviously, also shout out to Coach Nolf. He's a special teams guy. I'm sure that he taught all of you very well on everything that you needed to do.
We definitely had probably the fastest op time, I'd say.
Yeah,
in
I
the
would say
PSAC.
so.
Like, that's just how much I trusted them and they trusted me. Like, as soon as Reed's hand went, it was, if we would have left a tenth of a second later, they were all blocked. Like, we definitely had a good snap hold kick.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about op time is, obviously you want your line to block well on those kicks, but if your op time's fast, it almost doesn't matter as much because you get it down, you get it up.
Yeah, for sure. So the way we do these questions is we go back and Alex and I go back and forth. But for this next one, every time we're gonna ask this from now on, I think it's only right because he was there and with the team and on the team. So Alex, go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't remember. Did you kick last? Like, were you the starter last year for like extra points and field goals last year?
Last three games.
Last
I
three
was.
games. Okay, so obviously you had a little bit of experience at that
not
point,
much.
coming into this year and everything like that. But it was a huge one this year. Everyone talks about RMU.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about RMU. Obviously, kickoffs were good. You're perfect on extra points. It's a high pressure game. And I talked about this with Shady. You're a Whippeal kid too. You're from pretty close to me. I talked about my experience of us winning there, being a kid that, grew up hearing that stadium and, being so close to it and being so kind of ingrained in like the culture and everything like that. But like because like you didn't kick against Duquesne last year, obviously. So this is your first time kicking up against, an FCS program. So did that feel different to you at all? Did you even consider it differently? I was going to say, I feel like you don't seem like you would have been the one to really consider it to be any different.
I woke up so excited because, like, I've always been overlooked size-wise and just leg strength-wise.
Right.
And to just be able to go to a school right next to, like, Robert Morris is literally right across the street, school right across the street, and I was just so excited to just, like, I got chills right now talking about it. Like, I was so excited to go down there and just prove that whole stadium wrong.
I mean, it's
And
the best feeling, and that's kind of the way it felt for the whole team.
Yeah,
Obviously,
literally,
being a
like,
Division II
like,
program.
we had nothing to lose, and I told Reed, even during that week of practice, I was like, dude, I got a feeling that, like, I'm gonna get a game winner or, like, something big's gonna happen. Like, I'm confident all my kicks. Like, I was ready.
If you're not perfect on those extra points, we
would lose.
We would lose.
Yeah.
So.
But the offense had to get me in that situation too. I mean, they made my job easy. I didn't have to kick a field goal. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great feeling.
Yeah, if there's like one part or one day that I could relive again, even though I wasn't there, but I was watching it on his Xbox.
In the living room.
And I was live tweeting too. I live tweet. I said, put some damn respect on Reed's name.
After the punt.
I was. I called that punt too. I said, this key's gonna boom it, and look, booms it.
And then of course we gotta mention this one more time. Them lining up in empty.
On their own 1 yard line. When we got the safety.
Oh yeah, that was
something.
That was crazy. That game was just.
Yeah.
I cried.
I wish I could relive that night.
I was like, this is just great. Like, we literally, not only I proved them wrong, the whole team proved. Like, I was just so proud of us. It was just a surreal moment.
Dude, I can't even. I would do anything to be able to experience the feeling
was
that went
awesome.
through my body when that clock hit 0.
Just storming that field and just running over that fan section was just awesome.
That was my biggest.
That's again. Shout out to the Borough faithful. They traveled so well.
Oh yeah, we had a whole section.
We did. The whole section filled up.
So that's my number one mistake this year is I should have went to the game.
Dude, it's not like 2-hour drive straight on 79.
I know,
That's the
I know.
easiest
Yeah,
traveling game, bro.
I know. I should have went. But even still watching it, I was like screaming in my room too. I was surprised I didn't. Like when we won, I had to like.
It didn't seem real.
I had to go take.
No, I didn't even process the fact that we won until the next morning when I woke up.
Not even.
Yeah, I had to take a walk after we won, and I was like, I went downstairs and our CA was downstairs, and I was like, we actually won.
That's what I kept saying. I was like, no way we just.
What?
And then from there on, I mean, we had some.
I mean, I'm not associated with the team at all, but even I'm just getting chills right now thinking about it. So like, I can't even imagine how.
Bus ride was great.
Yeah.
Afterwards was great.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm surprised Burrow was still standing.
Honestly.
See, I'll say that, like even with like even with the IUP win, like I remember I stood up because just how crazy that end was. I stood up because I was sitting with Avery Ennis and his family. I turned around, looked at his brother and his mom. I was just like, I got friends on the team, and like I'm nervous. I can't imagine how you guys are feeling because obviously Gavin.
I was getting ready to kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Or it's game tying. Game tying because it was 23-20, and then we scored 27-23. I was getting ready for a last second go to OT.
Just insane. But yeah. So last question before the rapid fire. Also, we actually, I always remember there actually is a question after the rapid fire. It's easy. Don't worry about it. But the question we always like to ask, the advice question. What advice would you give to incoming freshmen coming in for their first year?
Advice to incoming freshmen. I would say it definitely goes by fast. This was probably the fastest season of my football career. Granted, I've only played 4 years, but it just went like that. But I would definitely say just be yourself. That was my biggest thing when I came in as a freshman. I was very self-conscious, but this team here the guys are awesome. Just be yourself. And I mean, we talked this in my room, like this team's different than other teams because you could text someone and be like, hey, you want to get food, you want to hang out? And someone will be like, yes. Whereas other teams, they'll be like, you have ego guys. This team has no ego guys. So like coming into this team, like you can just be yourself and like you're accepted. Like that's what's awesome. Everyone is just together. Not one position group separated. Like locker room's a great time. I would just say be yourself and just have fun. That's the biggest thing. I remember my freshman year, I was too worried about starting job. You put unnecessary pressure on yourself. Just have fun. And then when you're having fun, good things happen. Like, I was having fun, and I eventually got the starting job freshman year, and good things happen when you have fun.
There you go.
Straight.
There you go. Okay, rapid fire.
Hit me with it.
I'm just gonna put the very last question down so I don't forget.
I'll follow along.
Okay, here we go. Favorite sport to play other than football?
Soccer.
Favorite sport to watch other than football?
College baseball.
Ooh, interesting. Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi, hands down.
Oh, hands down.
Switch
Hands
up.
down.
Okay.
We've gotten a resounding amount of people say Coke on this show.
No, it's a
couple Dr. Peppers.
A couple Dr. Peppers. Shout out Kaylee.
And never mind. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Oh, I'm not picky, but give me a sausage, egg, and cheese on everything bagel any day.
Oof.
Favorite movie of all time?
Miracle on Ice.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Favorite TV show of all time?
Oh, I'm currently watching the greatest show of all time right now. I've watched it like 10 times, Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's an insane show.
It's awesome.
Go-to pregame song?
Go-to pregame song? Oh, We Found Love by Rihanna.
Oh, that's a banger.
It just gets me.
Just gets you
Serotonin's through the roof.
Yeah. I love that.
I just thought of one from the top of my head.
Meek Mill.
You have to keep. No, for a question. You have to erase one from history. Ronaldo or Messi?
Erase from history?
Yep.
Oh gosh, see. Oh, I've been a Ronaldo guy growing up all my life, so I'm gonna have to get rid of Messi, my guy.
That's so tragic.
Womp womp.
God. Longest field goal you've ever made, either practice or game, doesn't matter.
Out of practice, 55, in game, 44.
There you go. Favorite kicker of all time?
Harrison Butker.
There you go. A
lot of reasons why. Great man.
Who on the team could be a good kicker that's not Reed or Matt since they've punted before? And
my guy, Matthew Meacham.
Meach. Oh my God, that's such a good pick. I would have never guessed.
Oh.
Yes, for
he
people.
played soccer. So.
Oh, he was a soccer kid. Okay.
There you go.
I didn't know that.
And for context, yes, there's more than one Matt on the football team.
And they're both quarterbacks.
They are both quarterbacks. Favorite game of your career?
Favorite game of my career, football? Oh, favorite game of my career. I'm going to have to say, it sounds cliche, but probably my first ever not my first ever, but making my first ever field goal. Junior year against Shaler was my longest ever in game, actually. It was 44. Right before half, 2 seconds left.
You guys were playing Shaler?
Yeah.
You're probably kicking a lot of extra points and field goals.
Or whenever we hosted Nate Dean's the South Fayette team, we whooped them like 32-0. I went like 3 for 3 of 40-plus yard field goals. It was great.
There you go. All right. I warned you.
It's going to be politics.
Shut up.
No, it's not.
Trustfully.
No, it's not. Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not myself? I have 2.
You can only pick one. Yeah, that's why it's a blindside. You can only pick
one.
Favorite Edinburgh football player of all time?
No, on the team.
On the team right now.
This team.
This team right now.
Well, I guess technically this past season, even though it literally ended last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
I mean, picking Reed's bias.
You can pick Reed.
Pick Reed?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a tie.
You can only pick one.
I know, but
Reed had to pick one too.
I don't even remember who Reed picked.
I think it was Gator.
I'm going with Gator.
No.
I love Gator.
You can't hate him.
So
you literally cannot
hate him.
So after
no disrespect, Reed.
We love Reed. We love Reed. But after the Millersville game, I was wandering around on the field, saying what's up to people. I see Gator. I go up to him. The most perfect dap up of my life. It was loud too. We both went.
Like that good old clap.
We both went. That just rang my ear. God. We both went. Oh, that was good.
I dapped up one of my buddies in the hallway in high school one time, and I think our school resource officer thought someone shot a gun off because he looked around. He was like looking around. I was like, no. I just dapped up my boy. That's all that happened.
But yeah, I dapped up Gator. We were both like, oh, it's good.
There's nothing like getting a good one.
But yeah. And then I dapped him up the other night at the basketball game, and it was terrible.
You know who has good chemistry at dabbing people up? Me and Amari Jones.
Really?
Every time, it's just there's no one like it.
There you go. But all right, last question. We always like to ask it to de-escalate from the rapid fire. 3 things that you are grateful for.
3 things that I'm grateful for. The Lord, my family, and my grandparents. Well, my grandparents is my family. My dog. I love my dog to death. That's my best friend.
Yes, there you go. What did Holt say?
God, family, and buffets.
That's such an O-line answer. SNS, by the way.
You not an SNS guy?
No, it's not really.
You a big ocean guy?
No.
I was gonna say.
SNS was overhyped.
It's expensive too.
$20.
I mean, for a buffet, it's not bad, but like, it's a little overhyped.
Yeah. Golden Corral.
But Lambo, thanks for coming on. This is great.
Thank you.
Episode 48, watch it. I think we only have you only have 2
Is he gonna be on 48 or is he gonna be
47,
on this week?
40 this week.
Well, I was standing on the sideline most of that drive. I really watched as our offense started at, I don't know, the 20, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
25, 20, whichever one. We'd get it would be like three consecutive downs of us not, or it'd be like 2 consecutive downs of us not doing anything, and then 3rd down we'd get it. Or even like on that 4th down play when Colburn stretched his arm out to get the 1st down. That was pretty much all that was happening. The entire time I was just thinking, God, I want to get it in there. Just give me a shot. Just give me a chance. And lo and behold, Coach White calls my number. I get in there. Isaac calls a 4-vert concept. And as soon as he said that, I already knew I was scoring. I already knew I was going to score. It's kind of just one of those feelings you get.
Yeah.
But when it happened, it was a little surreal. Because I had my 2 feet right in the end zone. I catch the ball like this.
Yeah, it's everything. This clip's online. If you look it up, it actually is online. You can find it pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm catching the ball. I look down. I see that my heels are in, and I'm thinking, holy shit, just caught the game-winning touchdown against IUP on homecoming in front of everybody.
It's number 3.
Yeah, it's number 3.
Yeah, but no, it was because I'll be totally honest with you, because with numbers, I'm familiar with a good amount of number, obviously 7, Matt's 4, Gavin's 13, I know, and Tegan's 1, and I forgot what number you were. So then I'm so at first after, because I was celebrating, obviously I was like, oh my God, let's go, we're gonna beat IUP, and then I was 83. No. Oh my God, the man from Delaware caught the game winner.
Oh yeah, I'm from Delaware, by the way.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, we call that's why that was the joke, by the way, after the IUP game that I made on the show, saying how does it feel to know that the man from Delaware caught the game winner? That's him. But yeah, no, it was crazy, and good game too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good game. Homecoming too.
I got in I got in earlier in the game at right before the half ended. So at the end of the game, Coach Knopf comes up to me and goes, that was a great play, and you made up for the I don't want to swear again. You made up for the BS that you pulled. For the BS you pulled before that, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely. I'm sure that game is probably gonna live in your mind for the rest of your life.
Dude, almost every single win we had this year is gonna reminisce with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's all. And we'll get to the one that everybody talks about later. But yeah. So moving on. So a question we like to ask frequently is game day prep, and actually, Lambo's game day prep video on Instagram. I don't know how. Got 1.1K views on Instagram.
Dude, he's Lambo.
Lambo's
Everybody
a draw.
loves him.
Lambo's a draw. What can I say? Lambo's a draw.
Dude, Lambo's the guy, dude.
I swear, shout out Lambo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so talk about your game day prep from the time you wake up to the time you are ready to go on the field and we're about to kick off.
This is a long
First
list.
of all, do I need to? Should I? Is it PG?
Oh, of course it's PG. I don't do none of that crazy. I don't do none of that. Sorry. It's all habits. It's all habits.
It's boring.
I'm trying to keep it under wraps. I swear.
I know how to bleep stuff out.
Let's see. I wake up at least an hour before I have to be at breakfast. I get a cold shower in because that really turns on your head and really gets your muscles firing, all that stuff. I get a good static stretch in for at least 30 minutes, and then I get my stuff on, make sure I have everything, and then I head to breakfast. At breakfast, they'll usually have like regular breakfast options, and they'll have like pasta and chicken.
Yeah.
I eat so much pasta. I eat so much chicken.
Big pasta guy over here.
Well, you got a carb load. You got to get all that energy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do that the day before too. I do that for my dinner. I usually like slam a pizza or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a recipe to win right there.
There you go.
Then I'll throw on my AirPods and just have Gunner blare into that. Something to calm me down.
There you go.
Something to get me psyched up. And usually after in walkthrough, right before we do walkthrough, I'll get another static stretch in. So I've stretched twice that day.
Yeah.
Just basic injury prevention stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we're done walkthrough. Now I'm listening to Dirk. Yeah, I'm listening to Dirk. So it's like a progression. And for warm-ups, pregame, like NFL Network, I'll get a dynamic stretch in. So now I'm warming my body up. Yeah, I get in total 4 stretches actually 5 stretches before game day.
I mean, you gotta stretch. You can't be cramping out there, especially with you being a wide receiver. That's the last thing you need.
Yeah, and also I usually have a gallon too of water.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are we pointing at the camera?
Why are we pointing at the camera now?
But yeah. So next one, and also a question we frequently like to ask is the good old advice question. You were a freshman once, coming in here, or were you here all 4 years? I can't remember.
3.
3. Okay, I thought so. But yeah. So talk. What's advice you would give incoming freshmen coming in for their first year?
Don't be an idiot. First off, learn the playbook. Don't try to BS it like you did in high school. You gotta learn your plays, really. You gotta learn the playbook. The playbook is huge. Mm-hmm. Also, when you're asked a question, don't give a stupid response. Try to be very straightforward, and try to learn from the people that are ahead of you. Because they've been through it longer than you have, and you're just getting into the situation right away, and gathering information, gathering knowledge from them benefit to you in the long run. You might not play that year. You might be thrown on scout that year. You might be a good player, but you just need to develop more. Or they have guys in there already, and they want you to replace them. And by the time that you do replace them, you will be seasoned enough to actually play. They don't want you getting thrown out there without being prepared. So that's really what I would say. Just be patient and just study. Be patient and study.
That's just sometimes you just have to be patient because obviously coming in here, nothing's guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is guaranteed. So you work your tail off. Be patient. Good things will come.
Mm. That's pretty much sums up my whole career so far. I've been working hard. I've been working hard the whole time I've been doing this, and I'm not done yet. I want to go further, but it's nice to know that things are actually shaping out.
Absolutely. But all right, last question before rapid fire. It's the game everybody talks about from this season, the RMU game.
Oh yeah.
I remember it watching in my room on Alex's Xbox. Actually, I remember he was literally getting ready game day prep, and I texted him. I was like, "What's your password on your Xbox?" But yeah, talk about the feeling going into the game, and of course, at the end of the game. I mean, I was texting you. I was just like, "Dude, what the hell happened?"
All right, so to clear some air about that, those are games that D1 schools normally schedule as a tune-up game.
Yeah.
As a D2 school, you're never supposed to win those games.
Never.
You always have to prepare to win those games, but you're never supposed to win those games. So to actually go into their house against a D1 team, that was also the team that had that crazy one-handed catch.
Probably against Utah State.
Yeah, that was. We were talking about that all week. I even saw that kid on the field when I even played against him. I looked at him and was like, I'm going to RKO the heck out of you. Yeah. I'm going to RKO the heck out of you before you do anything like that to me.
I appreciate the Randy Orton reference. Yeah, I just God, and I'm not on the team, obviously. I got no connection with the team other than this.
Mm-hmm.
Even I have chills talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome, and everybody just played their ass off. And Alex told me, and I think he said it. I think he said it on the show too. But he told me going into that game, he's like, if we punch him in the mouth all 4 quarters, we're winning that game. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And for the preview for that game, I said, never say never. Anything can happen. It's college football. Anything can happen.
It was football in general. Football, you never know what happens.
Exactly, unless you're the Chiefs. Oh man.
Ah, dude, that shit. That's not.
Let's not.
I got something else to add onto that. I actually knew the running back coach that played at that coaches at Robert Morris.
Oh,
right
really?
now. Yeah, I saw him pregame. I was talking so much smack. Yeah. I was talking so much smack to him. Yeah, shout out Coach Rome. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Or to see what the team does. Who's the team next year against? Because isn't there another D1 team scheduled?
I don't know yet. A lot of that stuff's up in the air. You have to make schedules, make plans.
Because I was gonna say, because I could have sworn when I was watching the Duquesne game, somebody said, "Oh yeah, they got RMU next year," and I'm like, "Why?" But now I understand why, because you get paid to go.
Yeah.
But
I don't think we're gonna get another D1 game next year, because if you beat a D1 school, you're not supposed to do that. And if you do that, you're good enough to play against D1 schools. In a theoretical sense.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, you become too much of a risk to play against D1 schools.
Who knows if they're gonna let you guys play another D1 school?
Well, it comes down to is the tune-up worth it against a team that beat RMU?
Yeah.
I mean, RMU had a really good record this year too.
Yeah. They actually did. It was like what? They only had like what, 4 losses?
Yeah.
Like
7-4. That's a good record.
Yeah, that's a good record. That gets you a bowl game in in the
FBS.
In the FBS, yeah. So
like, I don't know why a team would want to schedule us after that.
Schedule Mercyhurst. But yeah,
that'd be nice. We wouldn't have to go far.
Yeah, yeah. But all right, rapid fire. I warned you. Elo does not know the blindside question, so here we go. Favorite sport to watch other than football?
Oh no, I don't know this at all. Basketball.
Favorite sport to play other than football?
It's like baseball.
There we go. Pepsi or Coke?
I don't drink either.
Damn, there we go. Favorite food? Is it a pizza?
If I wanted to answer like quickly, it'd be yes, but I don't know. I kind of like chicken.
Not the only one that has said that on these interviews.
Yeah.
Go-to pregame song? You might have already said it.
No, I didn't say it already. Right before the games, I listen. Right before the game, I'll listen to Dreams and Nightmare.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, Alex, this is why I wish he was here. He loves that song.
Yeah. I love that Philly culture.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? Maybe like The Shawshank Redemption.
Okay. Favorite TV show of all time?
Favorite TV show, Friends.
There we go. Favorite wide receiver of all time?
Favorite wide receiver, Jerry Rice. Ain't nobody that has done it better. He made it look easy.
Favorite game of your career?
Favorite game of my career. I like the RMU game.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer.
I played the entire game, and I don't think there was a game that ever really meant more, I'd say, to win.
Absolutely. Funniest teammate?
Is this even a question? It's Jared France.
Shout out France. First and goal at the 5, 1 play left, you're the OC, a touchdown wins it. What's the call?
Fade to me.
Oh, love it. All right, blindside question. Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not yourself?
Favorite Edinburgh football player that's not myself?
Took Dom 5 minutes to answer this question.
Dom 5 minutes? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can talk a little bit too. I can vamp. I like France though, for real. Kind of a crash out though. Not gonna lie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that look back on the Athlete Spotlight in 2024. Definitely great interviews, and hopefully with the time remaining that we have at Edinburgh, we will get more athletes in on the show, and it's going to be another great year. So we'll see you this Sunday for the next episode of Tailgate Talks, whatever it might be.